where we last left off, y'all did a lot of figuring out that the area around Russell cannot have divination magic affect creatures. Well, your party at least, including Russell. After some bartering to try to get that ring off of him, it was a firm no. And you guys go into town, you find a priest. Priest cures Russell of his gigantic nature.
But not his big personality.
Or other more dangerous things. You'll make it back to town. There, some downtime ensues. My brain broke.
Record skipping.
Quite a bit of downtime. Bouncing between the three of you guys. Most notable, Russell mugs a kid in his own house with the aid of Rooney.
The robbery. Muggings on the street.
Was there violence? There was violence. Not too much.
There was the threat of violence.
Well, I think it's
No, I'm trying to decide
assault,
or
battery.
It was armed robbery.
So, robbed the poor kid, terrorized the mother, left scars untold on the kid because he realizes he wasn't loved. Because his mom gave him up like that. Another small confrontation between Rooney and Russell. Bayor dips his hat, so to speak, in wizardry. Catches up with Chloe for a little bit. And I'm trying to think, was there anything else?
Yeah, come to find out that I'm learning magic, so roughing it becomes easier. That was kind of humorous.
Yep. And then Arlen. What did Arlen do? I'm not even lying though, it's just sad. What did Arlen do again?
Father Corville.
Yeah.
Oh god.
The
how
whole
did I forget
conversation?
that shit.
Because you didn't listen to the recording.
So Arlen learned what you all learned, maybe a little bit more. Tried to take the coin from Russell. Pretty much learned that basically he's now walking a very similar tightrope that Russell's walking about. Do you turn Russell in? How do you save Russell? Don't necessarily want to get the swords involved yet without any proof, so Father Fortel just they'll let you do your thing until that we know what's going on. Or until you extend that trust. And y'all still have time.
You know, go first? If you know what you're doing.
I have no clue.
Okay.
I
got a little what's going on. First thing I'm gonna do is eat one of those pears and go plant the seeds out back.
Okay, hold on 1 second. Let me pull that table up.
Is that anybody's dog food?
Might be mine.
I forgot I have to keep this up because it could be a thing. That is not the right book.
So with the pair, you get wine drunk and start shooting off Eldritch Blast random people.
And we did have you hanging on to the scroll with knock, right?
Yes.
All right, roll me a d20.
It's an 18.
Okay. I'm trying to think. If you cast the spell before. I don't even know how I would remotely try to do this mechanic, descriptively, while revealing the mechanics. You realize you have the ability to cast Fairy Fire. It's only violet. It can only be purple, the color of the pears.
Mine is purple.
And the save DC when you use this Fairy Fire is
Oh, thanks.
is 15.
They're just forever ever? As far as...
Probably knows. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna plant the seeds from that pear out back. I'm gonna walk inside and tell Dax that I would very much like it if he'd take care of that when we are not around.
Okay.
While I'm in there, I will ask if anyone came by for me while we were gone.
Yeah, Fix has been visiting every couple of days. Says he's got a job.
Did he say what we should be?
I have a feeling he'll come back in now that you're back in town. He should be, for expedience sake, the day after our downtime. He's showing back up.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
And then I will collect on here. I will grab Theor and ask if he would like to go to Grigori's.
Sure.
We're walking there. I'm going to assume that this is after our crimes.
Oh. Presumably.
I will
It's up to you.
ask you if you know what Russell needs me to cast a knock for.
Other than being able to do a basic intelligence check, presumably to get in somewhere he would need to go. Most likely due to a need of doing it quickly and quietly. But he's not told me anything about that. So
You don't know of any jobs that he might need us all involved in?
everyone involved in?
I assumed it. At least me. He didn't tell me anything.
There it is.
So you did a job with him?
No, I
Then did.
well,
Inside check.
I think it was prep work for an upcoming job, but was also kind of a job.
Was it a job in the way that when we do a job, we feel good about it afterwards? Or
No.
Oh. Okay.
Could you naturally go and fight for an interview at this job?
So, you did something, and that's fine. I don't really need to know what it is. But he's planning something bigger, because this was prep.
It involved us getting a scroll of knock or something.
Okay.
I don't know if there's a particular door. If you don't know, I mean, I have no idea what it's for. I
Sure.
just wasn't sure if you knew. I thought I'd bounce it off you.
I don't know. I mean, off the top of my head, he's not spoken to me about it. I'll talk to him, though. And just see what he needs. Because I assume it may have been done a little bit brashly and may have been off the cuff, but then again, that also the element of surprise is something not to scoff at, so
I was certainly surprised.
I bet you were.
Cohorts are also.
Okay.
Well, the reason I wanted us to go to the Gold was primarily because there's a lot going on in the city right now.
Mhm.
So I did not want to go alone. But I
Okay.
thought we could check down these pairs, see if they're okay. I didn't know if you wanted to check into that book you found at all, the spell book.
I have actually already. I don't know the exact details, but I can definitely cast things out of it now.
Excellent.
Hmm. I
I didn't know if maybe there was an identifier in there or something,
well, there might be, and I'll be more than happy to go with you.
or if there was something. Also, I think it'd be pretty great if we could start brewing alcohol with these.
The pair.
The pairs.
Hmm.
I just want to make sure that we're not stepping into a third eye type deal.
Well, I think the third eye situation may have just been simply because they didn't know what they were doing. But they
Right,
might be a little
like-
more savvy.
Say they were to start planting magic plants in the ground without guidance and
Yeah.
mashing it into drugs.
Perhaps we should go and talk to Gregory.
Sounds good to me.
Okay. Now show up at Gregory's house. He's his normal chip itself. One of the two you won't.
We're back.
You win.
We did.
Did you tell me?
I
that?
know you noticed.
Where'd you go?
We went up to
Mirabar.
Mirabar.
And the spine of the world.
Yes, I know what it is.
We found some interesting ruins up there.
I
Curious if you want to look at some of the stuff we found there. Give your take on it.
Can one of
Give
you
Chris a second.
cast Identify?
Yeah, I can, 100%. But we want to
Yes.
engage with you.
Yeah, deeper pool of knowledge.
Yeah.
This is why I picked a taboo form of magic, is for the lack of engagement.
Yeah, but you supposedly engage with other mages all the time.
You brought this on
All the
yourself
time.
by taking on a novice.
All right, what you got?
We have these white robes, which don't feel magical to me. However, I don't know if you knew their origin or.
He'll look over through them, and he will go and give may I cast a spell on him?
Yeah.
And he will cast a spell. And if you want to identify the spell,
I mean, I can do an Arcana.
Give it a listen.
Oh, a 29.
17.
neither of you rolled high enough. But, you both. You recognize it. It is a spell called Legend Lore. It's basically a higher powered identify, but it also gives you context. And if it has a particular significance, it will tell you what that significance is. So where did you find these?
A frozen cave with the vampiric knoll and flame skulls and a large squid encased in ice.
Yeah, I'm gonna bank on that was a pleasant trip.
It was not fun.
Oh, and we did it twice.
Gluttons for punishment.
He's just kind of like looking at the thing. Why exactly would you go there twice? Did you find more good stuff?
Our reasons are our own. Found this book.
One at a time, people. First, this is a robe of a very ancient order of wizards that went and blew themselves up with magic, called the Netherese.
There, looks at the book.
We actually,
Is that explosive?
Some of the things inside them.
we actually study their downfall as a y'all gonna get a kick out of this, but as a fable against the arrogance of wizardry.
Who studies that?
The wizards.
Well,
Sadly, we all think we're not going to be that guy. So, fable's not very well known. Very well. Basically, one of the archmages transformed and used powerful spell, 13th level, to transform into the god of magic. When he did that, he robbed the god of magic their portfolio, and no one was actually fixing the weave that all the mages were messing up, causing all the magic to die for a moment. So Ao, the chief god, smote him in an instant and promoted another god to do it, and then limited mortals' ability to cast magic. Only to the ninth circle. Unless something's gone horrible wrong. But anyway, these masters of intelligence lived on floating islands. I.e., magical islands, and magic failed. So the entire civilization in that moment fell to the ground.
Encased in icy mountains.
I mean, I guess if it was up north high enough.
Could that, the whole line of the world, be Netherese Islands?
I doubt it. The islands weren't that big enough. There was a 12th level spell, at least according to legends, where you could cut the top off of a mountain and literally flip it. So we're talking like, it's big enough for a city. Doesn't have to necessarily be deep.
Ah, it's the way I see some of your pastries be eaten. Cut the top off.
I
a
do
sandwich.
do that. Sometimes I just eat the top.
Ooh, yeah.
I get a little sick of the... Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of delicious goods, I also found these. And I'm
Okay.
gonna hold up one of the pears.
I am not a big fan of eggplants.
Hold up the other pair, so it's a pair of pears.
He's intelligent, gets out what you're getting at, and he's not happy. Okay, you found a fruit. Or a vegetable, whatever that is.
I ate it, and my magic feels bolstered.
In what way?
Like I can cast something I'm fairly familiar with already. How did you feel after you ate?
It led me to this. And nothing's gonna happen. Because mine ran out of charges. Well, not much. Felt pretty good. I could,
So it seems like
I create flowers 3 times.
it seems
That
like
hurt.
it's very
Bleeding.
how do you, yeah, there you go, that's a good word for it.
Like my happiness in this conversation.
I'm sorry.
At least you have it. Okay. What do you want me to do with it?
Tell me if it's dangerous. Or if...
Well, you've
Am I
already
gonna
experimented with that because you ate it. He's alive, you're still alive.
If mass producing a beverage from this would be dangerous.
Can you even remake it?
The plant?
Yeah.
I don't know. There were seeds in it.
Have you guys cast Identify on this yet?
I thought that had to be
Okay.
mentioned. Oh, I did not know that.
He'll look at it, and he's like, most fruit is just not magical to begin with. I don't know if you're going to be able to make anything from this. You're more than welcome to try.
Fair enough.
Nature magic's not my thing.
I think it wasn't. But, be full of knowledge.
That's respect right there.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, just want to let you know we're back. See you at the chords and
You prepared
Trial?
for that? Trial? Who's on trial? No one's on trial.
I'm a witness in something.
Yeah, you're a
I think
witness.
it's
It's on trial.
Court or something. This book is it Netherese?
He'll take a look at it. Where did you find it?
Same place we found the pears. Maybe 100 feet away.
Most likely, I would rather not cast another 4th circle spell if we can deduce that.
Okay. Nothing in here would be dangerous. It's just a spell book, from what I
Yeah.
gathered.
He'll go through spells. No, just normal spells. I mean, it's dangerous if you don't know how to cast magic. You try to cast it.
What's your favorite one in there? I think my favorite one likens to a storm. And you'll see lightning in his eyes a little bit like Raiden.
Nothing really of my school, but fabricate's always fun.
And that just creates something from nothing.
No, I believe you have to have a raw material that then can change
and
that
it
raw
comes
material
into
into
that.
something. So if
Okay.
you don't know how to craft, you've got a spell for that.
Ah, a fun trick to have later on.
Anyway,
Well, you have to be a wizard to cast it.
I'll cast Prestidigitation. Ah, wasn't so hard.
Yes, the lowest of all the cantrip.
It is, but it is magic itself. Some would liken it to divine power. Something that sparks something from nothing is a wonderful thing.
That's not divine. Not. No.
You just told me a story about gods and magic.
Right. What we do is not divine. Trust me.
I'm getting that vibe as I look around at all the skulls. I get it.
We subvert divinity.
You know, subverting is an interesting word to put it, but sometimes I would maybe subvert's a little too forward, because you can work with the divine and make something great.
Well, true. And I mean, if you get your power from them, then it is the divine. But we're literally using our ability to twist the weave, do our will. Now, if your will aligns with someone of the divine, then sure.
Well, I don't think it's necessarily there's a lack of will if you are divine, right? What if a god
No.
wills you to have a will of your
The
own?
difference is where's the power come from?
those talks about magic are so boring.
This is why we're struggling. It's back to you.
Touche.
Did you
My
get
friend.
your power from a god, or did you manipulate the weave to do what you want? Yeah, see? That's the difference. You need them.
Mm.
You can start changing reality. With a few components,
Yeah.
words, and
As he has minty fresh breath.
don't forget to brush your teeth. It does nothing for the actual health of your teeth.
Well, you can still clean a cubic foot of space.
No.
They would just free up a lot of time in your day.
True.
You never have stuff
Rory's like, hold on a second.
You can just straight. Oh my god!
I'm telling you, that's why.
Wipe your eyes.
The best spell in the world. It's worth magic initiative every time.
It's so
Never
good.
take a shower.
Yeah.
Just all night.
Ah, crap my pen.
You just walk around shitting yourself.
That's what they did in Harry Potter world
Clean out.
until plumbing came around. They're like,
Clean after your new pet owl.
oh yeah, how do you like my friend Superb here?
I already like him better because he's quiet.
Is
Not like
his
the other
name
one.
Superb because it's Super Bowl?
Is it?
Yes.
Have you ever seen What We Do in the Shadows?
No.
The Superb Owl.
Oh, there you go.
Okay.
You need to watch it.
Is it the show or the movie?
Yes.
That's
which
from
one
the show.
first?
That's from the show.
Show.
Do
Matthew
the movie
Berry's
first.
Matthew Berry's character is so fucking.
The swearwolves or whatever. So we're not swearwolves. I love that little
We're
scene.
werewolves, not swearwolves. That?
I do agree.
Human fall.
I'm glad.
Okay.
Did you learn anything
Jackie Daytona.
from our boring conversation?
I
Since you
should.
called your master boring?
I mean.
No, he said the
anyone-
conversation was boring. I was part of that.
Anyone taller than like
puts the toothpick in
right
Comes
there.
Jackie Daytona. He takes it out. They're like,
get like 20, 30 good minutes from me, and then
That's
What
fair.
are you gonna do when you grow an extra 2 or 3 inches? You're not gonna find time for yourself?
alters. We'll get there.
Magic.
We're just picturing, a growth spurt. Not
No.
today. Not today, God. You shrink back.
You got the right idea though.
You can alter yourself, just learn how to swim.
In all seriousness, it was good to learn about the gods, and it feels more like stories than lessons when you put it that way.
Just remember, magic can't fix everything. Fix a good damn bit. And don't get too cocky.
What can it not fix?
That feels personal.
Why don't you think on that for a
I
minute?
said a good damn bit. Why do you think I picked this profession?
Yeah. When you find the one thing that's important, let me know. Ready?
Onward.
There's 19 arrows left in the bag of holding. Russell would have refilled his quiver with. You have 43, right?
Is he pack mule for you now?
I did. Now I have 19.
Yep, because I took 24.
He's the companion. Which
19 and quivers. I'm sworn to carry your burdens.
Thank Lydia.
And then
That's what you should have named you. How is Lydia?
No. We're not going to name them the ex-girlfriend.
we will sell peregrine teeth. Peregrine dragon teeth.
I will help him in any way I can to make this work. His utmost favor.
Or the chimera dragon teeth.
Which one is it? Is it Chimera?
Chimera dragon teeth. Peregrines don't have dragon.
But this one may have.
I mean, you did have a peregrine horn at some point. That's what
I
it's
sold that
Harry's
as a
peregrine. That's it.
I
I was
sold
about to say,
that as
peregrine
a
sounds like an actual
Contraceptive.
Yeah, Peregrine is
contraceptive. That's right.
the fastest thing.
Nice. Alright, that is a...
Just crazy.
That's fine. That's Russell. That's how you kill
Just gonna have somebody drop him from orbit. Just
I'm at lunch.
Little strike.
peregrines are cool as fuck.
The little mantis shrimp's pretty cool. A cavitation bubble.
I don't think my
How many did you have?
threatening
Mm.
when that could be my dish right?
You
That'd be cool.
did not give me a quantity. Said we were just able to extract them.
Then roll me a... Let's say a dragon has 40 teeth in his mouth. Roll me 2 d20s.
40, all 40 the teeth.
It took a while, but we got
21.
Not bad.
Then you'll have to take.
One was real good, one was real bad.
it. The top half of his mouth wasn't given, the bottom half just fell out.
Alright, so I'm trying to figure out what... So, 5 gold apiece.
5 gold a piece. Yep, so
Nice haul.
all those. All those. Yes, all of those.
Cool. Anything else?
100.
What's that? 21? Yeah, 100. 100 penny.
Oh, wait.
100 penny.
And then we will split that up by
6.
6. Yes.
Keep my portion, and then I'll help me pay back the 25 gold that you gave me.
I did do that.
So
5, 6. Everyone will get 17.
Bear will get Russell 17.
You will get 8 of Bayless.
All of us have debts.
not anymore. I'm dead.
I do not.
I have lots of debts.
But you were indebted to me one hat wearing.
There's an easy way to get out of it. 2, actually. He can help you with one, or you can help yourself with one.
I was gonna say just destroy the hat. I'm like, that's fair.
Then I will
Put on the head.
spend time finishing working on, or hopefully finishing. Arlen's just attaching the little wooden mimic skin to the
How many
top.
days did you set? Do we?
I think it was a week. I've worked on it a few days already.
Alright. Yeah. Go ahead and Were you trying to do something special with this one again?
So this is just altering those goggles of night a little bit. I'm basically just putting the bonus action from the Shield of Expression on the goggles, so Arlen can make a face.
I'm just picturing Arlen having a face that looks like Ditto's. It's just two little dots.
Go ahead and roll me a d20 Arcana check.
I'm picturing the pain chart. Arlen, which one are you right?
That's an 8.
Was it a natural 1, was it?
No,
Okay.
just
It's
4.
fine. It's fine. It works.
Yay!
Spell blows when your hands off.
It's one of the lens cracks.
Huh. Arlen! I don't know if Arlen's around.
Sooner or later,
Sooner or later, Arlen will be around.
At some point.
We will return your goggles.
So does it just have an expression? Like, how does that work?
No, just the Shield of Expression.
It's the little face on the mirror shield in Ocarina of Time.
Okay, so you're just a static image change of this. Okay.
Yep.
Alright. I'm just seeing like robot like XX one.
It's a nose.
Oh, okay. Anything else good sir?
Assuming that takes the rest of my downtime, nothing.
I mean, we went through quite a bit, so if you want to squeeze anything else.
Just start work on Pokebad, but I don't know
How are we doing on the lantern?
Lantern.
Yeah.
The look on
Street
his
Fighter
face when
lantern.
asked about it.
Well, it's actually just the lantern of. Initially, it'll be the lantern of revealing, so it just does the base uncommon thing, and eventually it'll become the lantern of true sight.
Let's work on that one together.
He goes back to the working on the bat.
Yeah, put the ashes back in my bag.
You're like, take a ticket. I'm like, all right.
Okay. Adrian.
Alright. So, first thing she would do, after they've gotten back, is she would see if Felix family would grant her an audience. Like, actually scheduling a meeting, as opposed to just showing up and trying to blackmail.
I thought we did this last time.
They said they would.
They would?
You just haven't done the meeting yet.
Yeah, it
So-
was like a couple months in the future. They were kind of.
Okay. I didn't know if it was going to be before the reports or not.
I think they're hoping it's never.
I think you did
Like
come
giving
to a
it
resolution,
audio.
though, if they would actually meet you, just nobody else.
And they did say.
They didn't say afterwards? Okay. So then she won't
Dang.
waste time doing that then. Okay.
It's like, she'll definitely get herself killed during that, so we're
Well, no, that basically it was. We don't want to talk to you. Please forget about this meeting because it's so far in advance.
There you go.
Then, she would go to the Velvet Room
Okay.
and ask her old boss about any potential fences she might know.
Where have you been?
Around? Spine of the world? Third of the world or something?
For that long? You went up to that godforsaken for how many weeks?
I think it was only a week. Oh, I mean,
Okay, so what about the other portion?
oh, the other portion. I think I've turned my thievery into do-gooding. So,
God's green
it's,
earth, you do that.
it's embarrassing, I know. But,
Can't you do both?
steal for good? I like that idea.
Kill for good. Give me information for good.
Sure. She'll like fill her in on what she has been up to, and about. Oh yeah, I was supposed to have a meeting with some weird guy. He brings stuff to life, but like inanimate stuff. Some important. Oh, Felix, Ferdinand, or yeah, Felix. Yeah. But, of course, the last time I went to meet with them, I made a fool of myself, so I think they're just trying to delay me meeting them.
Yeah, you don't win them all.
Well,
What's the meeting going to be about?
you know, and she thinks about it because it has been a minute since they were going to talk about, or like she forgot what the meeting was about ultimately, and she remembered. Oh, it is about a new companion, but we won't have to worry about that. I am looking to go to the Accords, invited or otherwise, so I may need a nice dress. If you can help me out with that.
I mean, I can point you in the right direction, and she gives you a couple places you've gone before in the past. And I would highly suggest you go invited.
Do you know of anybody who needs a +1?
Thanks. All those nerds. Well, they all need them.
Sure.
Even the ones that don't need them.
Does anybody in particular in mind? Like somebody who she may want dirt on?
Yeah, there's this one guy who has this messed up kidney. She'll give you a name. Someone come up with a fun name.
A name? Demetrius.
Say a fun name and you go, Tyler.
Circo. Yes. Kevin.
We'll go with Demetrius. No ahead. He's a cousin of the just come of age, younger cousin of head mage Abdra.
All right.
He's looking for a pseudo.
Well,
Awkward boy.
aren't they all?
Kept of the dad.
And of the dad?
Yes. When I say head mage, he's head of the head council.
Okay. So that if I do that well, then I may not need a second item. It is a big ticket item.
What you looking for?
A wish. A genie.
If I could just give you that, I would not be working in this lowly establishment.
Right. So, and that's why I was asking if you had a fence. You might know of.
Maybe there's another way to get to what you're looking for besides wish.
I'm thinking of it, but it's not the most appealing route, and plus it's time consuming. But don't worry about it.
I mean, I can keep my ears open for somebody that's selling wishes, but
Okay.
if I
Sure.
find someone that's selling wishes,
Sure.
I want to keep the wish.
All right. Well, is there anything specific that you'll need from Demetrius?
No, just an in to know what's on his grandfather's plate or those around him is very valuable information.
Thank you very much.
Is this you coming back to work or
No, I
just part-time contracting stuff now?
probably contracting is more likely term, but no, I've been focusing on other stuff, and now I'm focused on me.
And
So
so what you need to wish for?
I want to go home.
And where you want to go home to, I'll book you a ticket.
No,
do that.
my home is not any distance. At least it's a distance in time. Now I sound like a crazy person.
Yeah, that's very cryptic. Like, yeah.
I'm from very far into the future.
In the future or the past?
Future.
Yeah, I don't know. Good luck with that. I have
Sure.
no idea how to begin.
Well, thank you so much. I have a few other errands to attend to, and I'll send the dressmakers your love. And if I need anything, I'll come back.
Yeah.
Uh,
Anything else?
She will then go to. Grigori will hear a knock on his door.
Okay. Jesus, what is with all of the... Okay, how can I help you? Yeah.
You don't have to grumble at me. It's just me. She motions that there's none of her companions around.
Just trying to get some shut eye. That's all I want.
That's what you get for trying to sleep in the day. But,
I work at night.
can I come in? This is going to be
Sure, what the hell, why not?
right. I'm sure, as you know or have heard, we came across some vampiric gnolls,
Yes, I've heard.
and I was bitten,
Okay.
and I died.
That's okay.
And in that, I did discover some things that I thought were truth, but I think I had it mixed up. I'm seeking a wish spell.
Okay.
I know you don't really dabble in.
Well, let's be real. The ability just to say something and change reality is what the pinnacle of what all wizards look for. We just go about it different ways.
Well, I can't find a wish spell. I need to be a little bit more practical.
Yes.
I discovered that actually I'm not from this time,
Okay.
but the far future.
Okay.
Elves live a while, but not that long.
All right.
What do you know of vampirism?
Well, for you to become a vampire, generally, you would have to be buried for a day after dying. Let the contagion set in, and the curse that's contained within the contagion take hold.
Now, are you immediately mindless killing machine?
Well, it depends on, there's a lot of factors that depends on. Generally, you are subordinate to the one that created you. With that said, mostly, depending on how generous your master is and what they're trying to accomplish with you. Because, with intelligence comes power and the ability to be overthrown, so they generally just keep you as thugs.
Oh, great.
Now, if you're looking for a replacement, like they have a protege that wants to replace them sometimes, you gotta keep in mind, if you live 1,000 years, 2,000 years, 3,000 years, shit gets boring. Sooner or later, a lot of vampires just decide it's time. But they always do want to pass on what they've made and created.
Do you know of anybody looking for a protege?
Vampirism is generally frowned upon. I know of at least one in the city.
I suppose I could go visit when the sun goes down.
Good.
Do you have a name?
I think they would frown upon me giving you the name.
Potentially I can make it worth his while, though.
The vampires are mine.
Vampires.
You used to sell information for a living, right? You know how this works.
Okay, well, I guess I'll keep my ear to the ground then. But, also I'm supposed to meet this, Demetrius, and I suppose I could go and, meet him for myself, but seeing that all the can of mages that I've met are spoiled, bratty kids. What's this Demetrius like? Have you heard anything?
He's just now coming into his own. He is, what all young people are. Invaluable. Until they realize they're not. Outside of that, he's not as bad as the rest. His father has always been very cautious. He's a Abjuration wizard and has always dwelled on slow patience to overcome. Also, a lot more militant than most of the wizards.
Okay.
So that helps grind away some of that effect, so to speak.
If
With that said, kid doesn't get a lot of social interactions.
if you were looking to trade information for your vampire friend's name, what would you be after?
I mean, I really don't have anything in particular that I want, but it would have to be good. You'll understand why when I tell you.
Okay. If you need anything,
Anything
sure.
also magical that you think I would like to study as it pertains to necromancy?
All right. Thank you for your
Spells
time.
too would help.
She'll curtsy politely and then leave. Are they still letting? Will they let people out of the city?
In or out?
And then she'll head to the cult temple that Oliver was so obsessed with.
Okay.
When she is in, like, she'll approach it like at night, and when she is close to it, she'll approach it like stealthily and make sure that there's no one guarding it.
Okay.
Statues.
Go ahead and roll me a stealth check. Hopefully not anymore.
You just see.
All my expertise together. No, 15.
Okay. Alright, so you're approaching stealthily. First thing you notice is one of the mausoleums is not even there anymore. And you had
To the ground.
2 entrances.
Mhm.
There's now a nice little plot of land over one. Go to the second one, its mausoleum is still there.
Mhm.
No guards or anything.
Okay. She'll try the door.
So there's a chain over like a wrought iron gate that leads into like the mausoleum. You would have to get through that, but you could still see clearly through. There's no lights. You have any type of dark vision. You're elf, right? So roll me a perception check.
An 8.
Okay, sadly, you're going to have to probably go in there to get a good look at what's going on.
She'll use these tools to try to pick the lock on the chains.
Okay.
A 19.
19. Alright. Successfully opens.
And then she'll start going down in there.
So basically, both of the entrances were mausoleums where behind like the statue, like there was like a hidden door almost. You notice that entire wall has been replaced with just like solid marble.
She'll look at the ring of the ram that's on her hand.
Okay. What does that do again?
I thought
Just
Oliver
writes down
got
the marble.
that.
Did Oliver take it? I thought I gave him the spear.
Well, I think he got the ram ring and the spear. You have a wand of binding, a cloak of spell, something,
Not sure.
and something else.
Okay, so
Get the mantle.
Daggers.
It adds
Daggers.
plus
Yeah.
5 per charge.
she'll actually
Keep or
like
something.
she'll actually like motion like thinking she still had the ring on. Yeah. She'll like put her hand on the wall to make sure it's an actual wall, not an illusion.
Okay.
And then
Roll me a perception check.
a 13.
Okay. You subtly hear running, and you kind of see a light starting to bob towards the entrance
She'll cast
from outside.
Sure. She'll cast invisibility on herself
Okay.
and wait.
Okay. You see, mid-40s gentleman come in. He has a lantern. He's looking around. He sees that the gate is open. He'll pull up a rock and he'll hold it to his mind, and his head, and I'm like, yeah, kind of up general area. And then after a moment, he'll put it down and he'll start kind of looking around. He'll step outside. You kind of hear him going around the outside as he's looking for something.
He set the rock down.
No, he went outside to go. He never set the rock down.
Oh, okay.
He was just done with it and put it back in his pocket.
She will quietly follow him.
Yeah.
So she'll give him, like, when she hears him, like, round, like, let's say the right side, she'll step out and then kind of follow very, very slowly so he doesn't leave her sight.
Roll me another stealth with advantage, please. You're invisible.
A 23.
He doesn't hear you follow. You walk deftly, but he's not leaving the immediate area. He's basically checking around immediate, like, gravestones or trees or things in the immediate area to see if someone would hid there. He's looking for some sort of intruder.
Because I broke the lock. Okay. Well, if he doesn't seem... She'll give it, like, another little bit, because invisibility lasts for an hour.
Fine, a little bit.
Like, about 10 minutes to where, like, he gives up his search. If he gives up his search.
Within 10 minutes, two wizards who flew there have landed on the ground and walked up to him and said, "So what happened?" And he goes, "The alarm we set on it went off. I came to investigate. It was open, but I didn't see anyone or find anyone." Then they go, start casting some detect spells, and you see them start to cast.
At that point, she will leave.
And yeah.
And then... Yeah, that's how she'll spend her downtime, and she'll get, like, ready for the accords and everything like that. But that's how she'll spend her downtime.
Cool beans.
Do you ask anybody at all about the vampire?
She would.
About how to find somebody? Or maybe investigate something?
Yeah.
No, you don't have to. I'm just wondering if you want to go that route. Or be in Gregori's pocket.
I think she knows anybody that like would be helpful with that. Though.
That's very fair.
I mean, like,
Very
not
fair.
like we got a guy who can track stuff and...
I mean, remember, I'm only a junior in this state.
When I ask your friends for help, they've made really solid decisions throughout the entire time.
Nobody owes anybody debts or
Yeah.
anything along those lines.
Nobody's putting the entire party at jeopardy. Like, or in jeopardy. At jeopardy.
No, she will ask if they were. Like, the next time she sees them.
Hello there. You've been busy.
A little bit. Grave robbing.
Yeah, no, I heard through the grapevine that somebody was out and about at our old haunt. What were you looking for?
Anything that might entice Gregori's imagination.
What are you looking to entice?
We'll kind of give the... This can't lead between us. Not Rooney,
Anyone here?
not Arlen.
So what you think?
Okay.
Okay.
Oh my God, Oliver, what are you doing?
Yeah, session feels weird without everybody's downtime being interrupted with, "Oh, hey, what's up, guys?"
So,
Would you like to talk somewhere else? I'll just close this.
Everybody's like,
so when I died in the cave, a bit of clarity, it seems that I've had my timelines mixed up. I know it sounds crazy, but I'm not.
You said you
From
knew
here?
Klauth.
Who?
The dragon Klauth.
"Hello, I'm Cloud."
Well,
I'm Klauth. You said you knew him. Rooney made an amazing quip. Probably just a few years younger than you. It was the look. It was the look on your face just killed me.
Maybe. Oh, it's really hard to explain.
Well, maybe he's gonna live that long too, and maybe that's right.
Who knows? But I am looking for a wish spell, and seeing as the mages are who they are, if they had a wish spell, then they wouldn't be necessarily sharing.
Someone's got to have them.
Sure. And I won't live forever.
Who wants to?
I may for a time. So,
What do you need?
I'm looking for a way to become.
You want to probably prolong your existence for a little while until you can get back to your time,
Yeah.
when you can spend it with your family as a monster.
Sure. And maybe if it's in 1,000 years, I'll learn to control whatever monster I become.
Maybe you want to make them vampires so you all can live forever.
Maybe.
Little happy vampire clan.
But
You would be a good vampire matron. That's fair.
thanks. But I am looking for the means. It's selfish, but
So, do you know if there's one in the city?
there's supposedly one. And I don't know his name.
How do you know it's a guy?
Or their name.
Oh.
Adrian's last name is Vonzarovich.
So,
Well, with everything I know about a vampire, I might be able to help you.
okay. What will it cost me?
Never duping me ever again.
I mean, never say never, but I'll do my best.
It comes at a high price.
Will it be stranger?
What do you 7 million? Okay. Well, how much time do we got?
I mean, a while, so long as I don't die between now and then.
Well, okay, that's true. No, when can we get started? I'm working on something with Renee right now.
I mean, I guess it doesn't have to be now, but I know everybody here has been trying to suss out my motivation. So, consider this letting me you in a bit.
Touched? It's hand to your head. You have a fever?
Sadly, you're resistant to heat and you don't feel
Oh, it's a little plenty. Okay.
Maybe he'll be at the Accords.
You know there'll be a lich at the Accords.
We can make you a lich. So, does a vampire just have the right to peel? You just want to suck the blood instead of drain magic from things, I guess?
Well, I mean, don't liches rot?
You'll live.
Yeah, I don't want to.
Are you so vain?
What? Yes. We've established it. Yes.
No, okay. Well, I had to see how. Hey, if you're willing to live for a while regardless, then there might be other options that we could research. Because I have access to the wizard library. First level out of 80. I can get in there.
So, in the spirit of not duping, she'll turn herself invisible. And so, like, if you can get to level 1, how far do you think I would get without them being able to detect me?
You'll be caught immediately. Think about it less like the wizards have something you need. Because if it's one of the other mages, that's a non-starter. You're going to have to appeal to their own vanity, right? If it's somebody else, we can find that person. Don't you have a network of people you can talk to?
I haven't been talking to them because I've been hanging out with you guys. And the last time I tried to talk to anybody, I besmirched my my good name by trying to blackmail somebody, and she like starts laughing at the absurdity of it. I've lost my touch. Is what I'm getting at.
People have rubbed off on you.
But you've gained friends.
You know, you're right. I
They were
have.
sitting there.
We've shown you the joy of being abrasive.
Subtlety, like it's a far off word to me now.
I don't think that's true. I think it just has a time and place. We have had to be very gung ho recently because of time constraints, severity of things, right?
Sure.
Well, do this. Help me a couple of days. We'll put the feelers out and see. Because vampires, they have to have someplace dark when they need it. They have to have a steady supply of blood. They will be in most likely a power vacuum because they are going to need to be at the top of something. You're not going to find a vampire watchmaker or something like that, right? So, dear God, what if he is? Bear opens his pocket watch. Maybe this is his. There's a drop of blood right here.
It sounds really silly, and maybe I'm just confused. But
Confused about what?
being dead for 30 seconds changes you, I guess.
Hey,
So,
I've been down for the count. Like half a second.
like seeing the light.
It does change you. It's 12 seconds.
It probably felt like half a second.
So
Understand
and
that.
I could be
get it.
I could be confused and maybe becoming a vampire as me live forever and I never see my family ever again. But
Maybe. So you want vampirism as a backup if you cannot get the wish spell.
Right.
Well, you're going real hard on the vampirism. You just assume
it
you're
just
never
seems
going to find a
more
wish spell.
attainable than it's both of them. She'll like she's like thinking about it. She's like, yeah, both of them are kind of
I'd say one's basically wish with more steps.
yeah. Hmm. But if say the wish spell doesn't even exist,
No, well, I don't know. I've not seen it myself, but maybe you believe.
and then to give a commoner that power, I don't think they just would allow it.
You said you're a commoner.
I guess they would call me rabble.
I mean, you can't do this. Yeah, you can. You can cast magic. Why would they call you that? You actually have a bigger in within than you know.
You've seen most of their genitals.
Yeah, that's true. I just can't blackmail the first one that I see.
You don't have to go with the coercion route every time, right?
There are options besides crime.
There are options.
No, there are not.
If you play
And
the
there are
lo-
options after crime.
there it is.
Yeah.
If you play the game long enough, you can get in with some little pissant mage. Then when they learn the 8th or 9th circle, which might be after you part ways with us a little bit, you could just get it then. Oh look, honey, I brought a wish spell scroll home. Whack! And then you woo!
Okay.
So you can play the long game. You can play the They Vampire Nosferatu game, or you can really live the time that you're here.
Roll an Arcana.
It's 20. You're gonna die.
Yeah, natural 20, 30.
You know,
I can see it.
you know, depending on the wording of a spell, the wish spell can be very dangerous. You probably want to know specifically when you're going.
Huh? When you're going?
Yeah, like, hey, shoot me 1,000 years in the future. You know,
Oh.
like.
Yeah, no, it's a non-starter. Bears are there eat some chip.
Yeah. And if it's phrased incorrectly, let's just say.
We need to do this first. We need to figure out if you are right or wrong about this timeline thing. Because if you screw up, you might go 1,000 years into the mouth of a volcano and just... and that's it. So...
Oh, I didn't think about that. Okay.
It's gonna... I mean, that's terrifying.
That is
And we say maybe, and even in this instance, the vampire route is not even that much safer because what if you have some Van Helsing motherfucker who comes in and is like, there you are, I've been searching for you for decades.
Or there's a party of random 6 people that just blow up your panty. Like, you never know.
One was a monkey, and I guess I got some stuff to think about.
Let me ask you this. You miss your family. That's totally understandable. If they're proud of the person who you are right now, do you have to see them again, or could you live with that fact and live this life here?
Seeing them would be nice, but
Well, they're here and here.
yeah, I guess I got some stuff to think about. But thank you.
I'll be on the
That
lookout
does mean a
for.
lot.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean well.
Well, I know you've always meant well, but part of my foot being in the other camp means that I couldn't have shared everything.
Don't worry, we'll find you. Find your vampire. Saddle you up with them.
Thank you.
I really want to be able to ask that Noel if my blood tastes different because I'm a demon.
You're
do
a
it.
vampire, and I can tell you.
Now you're thinking.
It's a party of vampires going on. Ugh.
If we just become, what's the bump in the night or what's the show's called?
Oh, what we do in the shadows?
What we do in the shadows, yes. It just becomes that. Like, yeah.
Russell goes, that! And then on it.
Can't have one thing.
He's just flopping around on the ground as a bed.
All right.
That's how she'll spend her downtime.
Yeah, I'm waiting for the moment when we find out just even magic items don't work, and then Russell just cries.
He's up to sleep.
Slither, I'll be little worms.
Alright. Anything else? Speaking now or forever hold your peace.
I'm gonna go around and try to get everyone to eat one of the pears, and then
Okay.
plant the seeds.
Okay.
What is this?
We got enough pears for that, right?
Yes. Just don't eat the seeds. I need them.
Didn't you have some?
Yeah.
Is this part of this, or did he get all 6?
I had 14 in the bag of holding. I now have 13 in the
I
bag.
think you took 2 or 3 or
I
something.
have 2. 3. I have 3.
I'm just waiting for the.
It's not going to turn me into a giant, is it?
It didn't make me a bay or a giant. But we
Yeah,
haven't
bay or
ruled out
giant.
that possibility.
That's true. Well, I mean, yeah, he ate one. He didn't become giant. He maybe grew half a centimeter.
We'll eat the eggplant pear.
Alright. Roll me a d20.
You go blind.
Yeah, fuck it, whatever, man. Like, he hasn't made any other good decisions.
Is Bayor eating another one?
Sure. I mean, if you're gonna offer one, I'll eat.
Well,
Oh gosh.
A 19.
A 19.
Look,
You
just
fill
get
the
all
ability
of
to
it.
cast Fairy Fire also.
Be like a jack
DC 15. Now, I forgot to tell you both this. It comes easier to you to cast. It feels like it won't take as long to cast. I.e., you could probably do it in a bonus action. Spell save DC would be 15, and it's whatever. I think it's a dex.
Get flowers again.
Okay, go ahead.
20.
Your head explodes.
You become a giant.
You're in the reprieve.
The irony of this is great. You feel like you could restore people. I.e., you could cast a spell Greater Restoration or Lesser Restoration.
Russell casts the spell Power Word Kill on himself.
I'm going to go ahead and tell you how yours works because it's not a 1-for-1. You have 6 charges.
Holy
Greater
shit.
restoration.
Wait, let me
cost-
get the actual
Okay.
notes up so I can make sure I write this down. Okay, so I've got greater restoration and lesser restoration.
Correct.
Okay, so 6 charges.
Greater takes 4, lesser takes 2.
So I planted 5 pairs worth of seeds.
And I know Russell doesn't know these mechanics, but is this one where it's like those 6 charges are done? Don't have it.
Yeah, you can
I'll
get
have to get another pair. Huh? So,
Okay.
it's pretty fucking neat.
Are you going to attempt to do?
Mhm.
Okay, we'll say somehow mechanically it happened.
3.
You put it into the
3.
garbage disposal on the top of your.
You have a little switch.
Great now.
What's
Would that-
that?
Are those divination spells?
What's that?
Restoration?
I thought
They
that-
are abjuration.
abjuration. It's abjuration.
You are feeling a little snorky as you have gained the ability to cast Vicious Mockery
Excellent.
Oh my!
at the 5th level, so it's going to be 2d4.
Damn. Wait, it's just 2d4 at level 5?
Mhm.
Oh, it's a cantrip.
Yeah.
Oh,
Spell save is 15.
They've got vicious mockery.
Mhm.
Can really drive it home one day.
Hey, you suck.
And when Rudy comes by, I would like to switch Oliver's sending stone to him.
Okay. Somebody remind Brian when he gets back that he no longer has a sending stone.
Oh, you gonna take it away from our fun little companion?
There was
Oh, he's
something I
not-
was supposed to do with this, but I'm not sure what.
What? That? What?
Yes. The rock.
I mean,
This.
The rock that I just gave you?
Yes.
It. Yeah. It will.
Yes.
Yes. It will let us communicate. Once per day, you can send just me, because I have the one, unless I give it to someone, 25 words.
Understood.
Yes, and I can.
Is that one way, like, between the set of these, we can do that once? Or I can send it once and you can send it once?
second one.
Second one.
Okay,
You
so
can
we can
each-
both initiate conversation one time.
Yes.
Understood.
Neat.
This is what happens when you send a message every night.
Hmm.
It gets taken away from you and given to someone else.
Aww.
I think Arlen writes all of them down in their little stolen book.
Just imagining trying to take an iPad away from a kid. We've effectively done.
Oh, I think it would be Smoke. Get him.
He'll get it back eventually.
I mean, Smoke already is super interested in Harlan. It's bone.
Just
Yes,
randomly,
let's see
like,
how far that goes.
Take your animal handle.
look, if you speak abyssal to it, it'll listen perfectly.
I'm pretty sure the dogs have low wisdom saves.
Well, anyway, I have a dog. Old bones are not that interesting.
You can start doing
Unfortunately.
presentation and freak the smell.
It's got some minting on it.
All right, cool beans. Anything else?
My fruit, second fruit.
Oh, did you roll?
Not yet. I was waiting for you to do the do. That's a 15.
You are feeling a tinglingness of lightning coursing through your body. You can cast lightning bolts. Spell save 15.
So literally, when I like this spell, that actually came true. Like,
Power to help them people.
Target acquired.
You, it's really good.
That's right, because it gives me advantage.
You're real.
That's a bonus action to cast. So
isn't that 86?
Oh, I've got like 18 different ways to get advantage now on the attacks. So
Don't worry. When I start silvery barbsing, you're my prime target for that advantage.
neat. All right.
Fun spell. What a fun spell to pass every round.
Let's do it. I will do one last thing. Russell. I heard you're trying to prep for something potentially. Do you need any assistance with it?
Yes.
How can we be of help?
I'll let you know.
You know I'm a person who likes to plan a little bit. Not all the time. But
You know I like to play it pretty close to the chest.
that's very true, but I also asked you to watch after a dear friend of mine. I need a little bit of honesty.
I can't.
Okay. Now that's fair. That may actually get us in more trouble. But, okay. Do you know how long you're going to need that ring? Okay. Do you know what it might be hiding you from? Is it something that I know about?
In a roundabout way.
Okay. I think I know where you got it, so you're not hiding from them.
Not directly.
Yeah, I mean that's very fair. Are you in any kind of trouble?
Yeah.
If you are, you know you can always reach out for help. Okay, so you're in some kind of way. You're prepping to do something. Is it related to that? If it absolve you of something?
Yes, no.
Okay. That's the case. That's all right. You know I'm here to help you whenever I can.
I'll let you know.
Okay. And, you know there's a way I can do this without you having to say anything, right? He's always staring up here. Because he knows if he looks down, he's going to see a lot.
Ooh, this should be fun. You hear it ahead.
I'd appreciate it if you did.
Be no harm.
To you.
You're wrong.
Yeah.
Pulls his head down lower.
Mm-hmm.
My host, if I could make a suggestion. Stop getting into debt with people. As she chuckles.
Have I ever been able to do my...
She can read his thoughts.
Have I ever been able to do my eye thing through a reflection? Like an actual mirror? Or do I have to be staring at the person?
No, I'd have to be standing.
Yeah. Alright.
And then initiative. Just fucking arrows in the gut. Don't look at me.
Okay.
Plus, isn't it, well, yeah, no, I mean, you still wouldn't necessarily know anything based on how that ability works.
Well, that's fair, but I don't know what I would see.
Yeah.
You know, because if it's one of those things where I'm seeing not Russell, and I'm like, what's that? Then it'd be like, this is weird, you know?
Oh, yeah, that's true. I guess, yeah, mechanically. Ugh.
I mean, you saw him.
And you just fucking melt.
It's Raiders.
You do remember from afar when he stared into Matthias's eyes and just... What? You guys good?
I need to talk to Rooney, but that's not.
That's fine. So downtown for? Go for it.
So when I give you the stone, you know some of the mages, right?
I know one mage pretty well.
Okay. Okay, maybe that's enough. Do you know how many circles of magic you know?
No.
Okay. Um.
I imagine it's pretty high though, since he's in that like where the top guys talk,
Mhm.
not like the lower group of, not where the frat boys of the nerds hang out. It's like the Panhellenic Council.
Yes. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. So, have you noticed Russell is acting weird?
Exceptionally.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh good. No one else believes me. Thanks.
Has he talked to you about what's going on?
I don't know if I can tell you.
Okay.
I think I can safely say that I have no idea what's going on.
Did he have you do
Concretely.
things for him? Or with him?
Well, I am kind of doing this by myself. He didn't tell me not to do it. But I guess he also didn't explicitly say that I could.
I think that's where he operates.
Okay. Well, I'm worried about him. I have some ideas of maybe what's happening. And I think it's probably pretty bad.
Okay.
So I just need help keeping an eye on him. I don't think we should let him disappear or get near important stuff.
That is
Just
very
all he does.
hard to do, considering who
Yeah.
he is and what he does.
Yeah. Yeah.
That ring doesn't help, and honestly, I can never see him.
Well, okay. Maybe I just need to find him then.
Is there, like, what's going on?
Where are we right now?
Wherever you want to be.
Where
I was probably working.
the reprieve?
Yeah, probably.
Okay. I think that this is gonna sound strange. And I'm gonna go ahead and cast non-detection
Okay.
on myself.
That costs something, right?
Yeah, I had 125. I've used 50.
You don't need to waste it. Russell's in the cabinet listening. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, when you said
That
What are you
so
doing
nice if he was.
when you said you were working on something, I was assuming we were working on the lanterns, and then Bear was like, "I'm gonna go." We made it through the conversation.
He's just standing there like, I probably should.
I imagine you're probably working on.
Adrian
I'm
stepped in
keeping
to
this
have that
going while you're-
conversation.
Yeah, I was gonna say we're probably
out
doing
something.
the two
yeah.
separate combos. It's Adrian and Bayor, and then you two. And it's like
This thing's getting worked on all the time.
nice.
It's more like a. I'm gonna go take a break. You can keep working on the Legos.
There you go.
It's been a few hours since you heard skittering from the attic, so he's probably not around.
You actually give Bayor Legos so he feels like he's doing something. You're like, ah, that asshole.
Baylor is much better. Arcana. For everyone, so everyone knows. Sorry.
So, how much of that was serious?
It's just you two.
Okay. Okay, cool. Yeah, so I'm gonna cast non-detection. I think that there is something in Russell's head.
Murder.
You gotta work with me.
Sorry.
That was a joke?
Yes.
Okay, then yes.
Yes.
A joke, yes, a joke.
Okay, yes, a joke. That's a good time to...
Have you showed Arlen how it works yet?
This would be a good teachable moment.
Okay.
When we joke, people smile and laugh and...
Okay, can I invent emojis?
Sure.
Cool.
With that said, real quick, you can use non-detection to cast on yourself or a place.
Okay, the place that we're at.
Yeah, place. If not, then I can still spy on him. If I
Yeah.
wanted to.
Right. The place that we're in.
Who's the I you're referring to in that?
The DM.
Close.
Yeah, Isaac
If I
doesn't.
cast
Isaac
non-detection,
doesn't know
he
what's
can't
happening
hear
in this
it.
conversation.
We should put on earplugs.
Trust me, I have a list of things I'm not allowed to know.
Smart.
Okay, so they'll do like a little, the laughing emoji?
Yeah.
Okay. And it just stays.
It works.
This whole serious conversation, you're just.
But then when you're done laughing, go to like a resting face.
Okay, and when am
Maybe
I
a
done laughing?
Slight grin. Or... When it stops being funny.
When does it stop being funny? Do jokes stop being funny?
I mean, they can be retold, but they're funny for instances. Like, it kind of... A good thing for you is just to laugh when others are laughing and go straight outside.
Okay, but you were never laughing.
That was my own joke. People tend not to laugh at their own jokes.
I feel insulted.
Speak for yourself.
Me, Johnny,
Okay.
laugh at my jokes all the time. Rooney's a little more charismatic than I.
Okay, so when I'm just talking to one person, I have to guess.
Yes.
Okay.
Just telling Arlen, being a person's fucking hard.
And it's not wrong.
Okay, except Oliver. I feel like I'll just watch what Oliver does. I just do that.
Please don't.
In terms of facial interaction, I would say that's perfectly fine.
Okay, cool. No,
He
not
can,
anything
He can
else.
be a little difficult or a little quick to anger, so maybe read the rest of the room a little bit on if he starts getting mad.
Okay, but my face doesn't have to match what I'm doing.
No.
Okay. Okay.
But
I
yes, we
understand.
can look to Russell for an example.
Oh yeah.
He doesn't have facial expressions because he doesn't have lips.
Hmm.
You just gotta read his eyes, which are generally covered by a hood. So you just see a bird face and violence. Yay!
Hmm.
Inhabited by motive.
Okay. Okay, for a little while, just tell me if I'm doing it.
Can do.
Okay. I'll do like the neutral, like the flat mouth, and it's just the two dot eyes.
Good. This is a serious conversation.
Okay. I think there is something in Russell's head. I don't have proof of that. I would imagine if there is something there, it's going to keep me from finding proof. Or maybe I just don't know how to look for it. I'm not entirely sure what proof I might be able to find. It's complicated. I spoke to Father Forthill and forgot to use my mind reading thing, for which I feel stupid. And he was just as vague as Russell.
So you think one of the Father Forthill things is in Russell?
Does Father Forthill have things?
He has things that we've discussed with him.
What thing? We can't be spied on.
I don't remember his name. Gallus? Well, who did we kill?
Matthias.
Matthias.
Yes.
Yes.
For the tower, yes. Yes. I have I did learn that you didn't kill that one. You just killed the person housing it.
I mean, yeah, but it's locked up now.
Okay, he didn't say that.
The coin's locked up, so in theory, it can't possess anyone else.
You know what the coin looks like?
No.
One of y'all picked up the coin. Like in a hanky too.
Oh, yes.
The coin's been seen by like everybody, but or at least one of the coins we won't. That's the only one we've seen, right?
Assuming they all look the same, yes.
Could you reliably reproduce it?
I can prestidigitate a non-magical token,
Excellent. Don't do it right now.
but they can't see us now.
Okay, then yes, go ahead.
Do me a favor. Because that was a few months ago.
Oh,
and
that
so
was a
maybe
while back.
Yeah. Roll me a history or general intelligence check.
Took a keen mind, huh?
Oh, do you have keen mind?
No.
Be like, thank fuck. We're good. We're
You
fine.
said history or general intelligence? That is a 15.
Okay. You can remember fairly well. What you produce is going to be.
This.
The symbol. Okay, so it looks mostly the same as the coin that you had seen and handled, but the symbol is different.
Okay.
But the vintage type of metal it was created out of.
Honestly, this is not a relief, I'll say, but I thought he was having a drug problem. This is
Well, I don't know.
not better at all. It's not a relief.
Like, honestly, I wish it
He
was
gave
heroin.
me
Yeah.
the drugs he had, or at least the drugs I knew he had.
Russell's just upstairs dying off.
I'm gonna have to figure out what to do with those at some point. Okay, Father. Okay, hey, so maybe I did find it,
If he's getting
and
ready for
Father
a job,
Porthel
do you
maybe
think
lied to me.
the angel's trying to make him steal the coins that are in the church?
I don't know. I had not considered that because I didn't know they were in the church, but now I am. What is? Can you give me
I
some other
assumed they
faces?
were in the church. I didn't know where else they'd keep them.
Okay, so we need to figure out where they're keeping them and keep Russell away from there. I also need to keep an eye on Father Forthill. Russell is more important, but Father Forthill has additional information that I want.
Like what?
Well, he promised to ask if I had a soul. And
Who's
instead
he
nothing.
asking?
I don't know, he wouldn't tell me. And then he said that someone was watching over me and wouldn't say who.
I feel like we know the book.
Do we?
I thought it was the.
Someone other than.
Oh,
Right.
probably Russell.
Watching over me?
He's always watching.
Just upstairs. He was on the ceiling. Just
Standing straight sideways.
I think this is different.
Gotcha.
That was a joke?
Yes. We'll do a quick 5 seconds. Great.
Okay,
Next.
and back to them. Beautiful.
Well done.
Thank you. I feel that this will come in handy. After I learn some more faces. Okay. So, Father Forthill knows what I believe, but is reluctant to take action. So the reason I ask about the mage is that if he won't help me, we're gonna have to find someone else who will. Because I do not feel that Russell is likely capable of dealing with it himself.
We can try. I worry that he is not someone who will know the kind of magic that's needed to help Russell. I think Father Forthill might be her best bet. What's his hesitation?
I was not able to, well, I don't know. I don't trust him completely, given how vague he was, and I found a coin that looks like that, but with a different symbol. And I showed it to him, and he told me it was nothing. So now I'm thinking he was not as trustworthy as I thought, or he doesn't know his talk.
Or he might be trying to keep you calm so you don't outwardly give it away to the being inside of Russell, and that being kills all of us.
Do you feel like I am likely to give away emotions?
A little bit more so now.
Well, how about it?
It's okay. You don't need to. You can leave it blank. If anything, I thought it was a nice way to break up the bone. You know,
That's fair.
wood drama mask. I can ask him about it, but
If you would like, there's a reason that when I talk about it, I cast this spell. Because I'm worried. I don't know. Russell has this thing that keeps things from divining around him. And presumably that's not for the thing in his head if it is there. So I'm not sure if we can safely talk about it outside of the umbrella.
understood. Would you be able to cast it back at? Could you cast it at the church?
Yes.
Okay. It may be best for us to wait until after the Accords to do that. Because right now I'm sure there's all kinds of beings in town, and we'll get all kinds of false positives on whatever test he may be trying to perform.
I was given by Russell a sort of like a time limit or timeline, I guess. He said that it's important that something is figured out before the Accords.
Oh,
But again, I don't know for sure how much we can trust him.
that he figures something out, or we do?
We do, and we do not tell him. We can't talk to him about any of this. That's why we're not going to tell Oliver either.
I just love
Who else knows?
Right now, me and you.
Hmm.
I don't think it would be the end of the world if we talked to Adrian and Bayor. I just thought that you might have some mage people you might know. So we could avoid. I think the more people who know, the more people who are sort of doing things out in the open, the more likely we are to get caught.
If you'd like to go to Grigori, we can. I'm not sure he's gonna have much. I think that the best way we've seen of dealing with this has been through the church.
Then we'll continue. If we need to talk to the other two, I'll keep an eye out for Russell.
Okay. Do you have any other fun third circle spells you can put in my ring?
Get rid of Bob to fit in.
What do you want?
What do you have?
You want Spirit Guardians?
I have one Spirit Guardian.
Spirit Shroud.
That would be fun. Yes, I would love Spirit Shroud.
Okay.
You can do a third level inflict wounds and deal like 6d10 to somebody.
What's it? Who's
Is Inflict Wounds a cleric spell?
Putting it in his ring.
Is Inflict Wounds a cleric spell?
Yeah.
Oh, it's not.
That's weird. It's best spell out.
Okay.
Tongues?
Well,
Rain's tongues on it.
I feel like everyone here is going to speak common. We should be fine.
You just want one Spirit Shroud?
Yes, because I have the Spirit Guardians in there.
Also Dispel Magic? Glyph of Warding? Non-detection. Just to go through your options. Protection from Energy is a fairly good one. Remove Curse. Revivify, provided you have a very large diamond.
I do not. I would
Well,
like this.
the spell, the diamond would be consumed when you put it into his ring.
Oh, provided I do, which I don't. Clairvoyance.
Let's do. Check this one. Let's do the Spirit Trap.
Okay, cool.
Get close. Pass the shit out of someone. It's even better than my usual decks.
That's neat.
Oh, you said third. Okay. And the sending stones we can pass around as we feel is against it.
Understood. As you feel appropriate. These are yours.
Yes, but if you feel someone else, I've given it to you to do with as you see fit. That's what it's
Understood. Thank you. Are we going to Fort Hill? When are we seeing Fort Hill?
I'm sorry.
When should we see Fort Hill?
Whenever it is convenient. I don't know when is good for you. Should we perhaps check in with the others?
I don't know if we would like this to be downtime or if this should be something else.
Yeah. Oh. Great one.
Give me downtime. Because after downtime, we're going to take a break, and then we'll get into the actual thing.
All right, let's
Then we'll get a visit from Fix
Mm-hmm.
let's go see Father Porta.
and be like, yo, motherfucker, we're busy.
Okay. When we get there,
Hello.
we can cast non-detection again.
Wait,
Well, when we get into the room. Not...
can we go to your office?
Sure. What's up? Another one of those conversations?
Yes, a moment.
I know. He'll go and he'll change something. If you want to double up, you can, but it's no one's gonna know.
I will do my own, thank you.
Okay. So,
We're concerned that you saw the token that looks like this.
which token are you holding up?
I'm prestidigitating the small non-magical token
Of.
that we had seen previously from Matthias.
About the coin.
Right, but what are you saying though? Sorry, what did you say? Because I was making sure that which token you showed him.
Gotcha. Arlen said you saw Russell's token that looks like this.
I didn't see Russell's token that looks like that. Arlen showed me a normal coin.
That looked like that.
No, it was just a normal gold coin.
Right.
He takes out a gold coin and like, do you want to bet it?
Okay.
You take it.
How did you?
That was your proof. Make an angry face for me.
Oh no.
Okay, cool,
How
I'm gonna do that.
you touch the coin?
Yes. Did I?
That you did.
Okay. Yes.
You actually see Porto go.
Rooney also makes that face.
I am doing this with very little information.
No, that's
and
fine.
no one.
It doesn't fine, but it's not your fault.
I think it is. I think I knew beforehand.
Can you give me the room with Rooney for a moment?
If you tell me why. Okay.
It'll be okay. We'll be fine. You won't hurt me.
That's not what I'm worried about.
I won't hurt him.
Also, not what I was worried about.
I don't know what you're worried about. I'm getting nothing.
If I'm being honest, then we're going to talk about you.
Yeah, I know.
You can't touch the coin.
Excellent. But I have. So,
Yes.
what happens now?
Well, do you think it would value Russell, what Russell can do more than what Arlen can do?
We don't really know how the coins completely work.
So just, if you've touched it, they can swap between...
We don't know how the coins completely work.
Understood.
Okay. Arlen will go away on that side of the door. Yeah,
moment.
essentially.
He goes and casts to an item the spell silent on the door.
I'm also going to cast a spell that might get me in trouble.
Okay. Is it verbal?
Yes.
Well, as you're speaking it, you hear no words come out.
Have you left the room?
No, yeah, it's 20 foot centered on the door. It's
Okay, can I move until I can talk again?
Mhm.
Okay, and then I'd like to cast a spell.
on the which one?
On the inside of the door.
So on the spell silence.
No, I'd like to cast Arcane Eye on the inside of the door.
Okay, which is a divination spell,
Yes.
which fails due to yours and his non-attack.
Oh, that's true.
you prevented that specifically.
Yeah.
You played yourself.
That's true. Okay, never mind. I'll just stand there.
It's his thing.
This is fucked up.
Yeah, no, we're in trouble. So
Story of the campaign.
we do know how the coins work. A shadow of Lamessa is now inside of Arthur.
Okay.
It can do anything that Lamessa does until they succumb to that shadow. And then Lamessa's going to have to choose. So Arlen can hear anything, see anything, believe anything, be momentarily taken over.
So everything,
We did it.
they are both vessels.
I'm sorry, I'm saying Lamessa. I forgot. I don't actually know it's Lamessa. So whatever the shadow is that's inside it, the fallen angel is inside it.
Also, when I gave all my coins to Arlen did get it, and then Forho was just being like,
No, because once you touched it, she made it go away and made it feel like she was doing the wrong coin.
oh, and then it was just now that Father Forho's like, oh, so it was that.
No, Father Boathill said that's just a normal coin. You just took it to believe that he wasn't being honest.
We all got played a little.
Yeah. But he has the proof now, so.
So call motherfucking blades. Have him come kill Russell, please.
Kill me!
What should I do?
And then come kill Russell. Release me from this prison.
So his thing.
How long until she succumbs and Lamessa needs to choose?
Hey, but your save's probably only still like a 15.
Well, I mean, she's gonna have. Orlin's gonna have to accept the help from Lamessa. So
Yeah,
Lamessa could just be
plus one
the
for
shadow
that.
could just be chilling in there.
Okay.
Yeah, right back to it.
I keep saying Lamessa. I don't know the name. The angel could just be chilling in there.
I've asked for help 3 times.
Oh, you're.
Do we know for sure that one's in there? I mean, it's suspect that they're just showing me a coin.
Luckily.
I'm inclined to believe it.
I am as well.
Do we know which one?
Yeah, Russell. Sparkles.
So
It's just gonna get worse.
if Arlen thought that they showed you the coin, I'm not sure that it's been given back yet.
Okay. Do we know if Russell has succumbed to the coin?
He's been acting erratically. I thought he was on drugs when there was a problem in the city.
It's the fucking junkie.
Alright, there's a few ways that we can handle this. Do you know if there are any immediate plans that are in motion?
He's preparing for something.
In what way?
He's making me hold on to a scroll of knock. So I think he would plan on having me break into something. Which is why I think Russell might be more suited to the Shadow's purpose than Arlen,
Well, it's true, but now...
who's not prone to.
Right, but the Well, with the Accords coming up, I'm inclined to call one of the swords.
Just one?
That's all we can really spare at the moment. If we don't think they're up to... I mean, this could just be... I don't know at this point. Why would they need to spell knock? You would think that if they wanted to get into something, they would want to get into something quiet.
Don't answer to me in terms of how they're protected. But could that shadow be after the coins containing the other shadows?
I doubt it. They're not kept here in this city. So, has he planned on going on a trip?
We just got back from a trip. I don't think we plan on going on any trips.
Well, it's just,
Wait,
go.
Fix is in town. I don't know what he wants.
Okay. I don't know how that is dramatic.
Actually, discard all that because Rooney does not know that he wants to go on an adventure. So no, you
Correct.
don't plan on going on trips.
Well, I mean, he did say, but anyway, regardless, I can call one of the swords, and we can try to free them. It's gonna take a while, and if, like I told your friend Arlen, Russell's gonna be tricky. He decides to we don't catch him, and he decides to disappear. We're not finding him till afterwards. I'm more inclined to, now that you are aware of the issue, to have you and your group watch them and stop them when it's time.
How can we stop them without killing them?
Well, they're trying to do a goal. So prevent the goal. You don't have to kill the person to prevent the goal. It's going to be cutting it close. If the problem lines up with the Accords, they're going to be, if I call them now, they'll be arriving around the same time.
I'm going to give you the key to the reprieve.
Okay.
Should something happen, use it to set up while we're out. And,
Don't tell me what's going on.
You didn't touch the coin.
I
I'm gonna have to trust somebody. That's the way this works.
I just made this. This is a figment of.
As dangerous as it is, with possibly 2 of them walking around, I would highly suggest getting Bayoa and Adrian involved, and even Oliver. just look.
Did Oliver touch the coin?
I think legit it's only been Arlen and Russell.
Okay.
Oliver becomes Oliver Tree.
I'll make the call. Hopefully they will arrive in time. If they can drop what they're doing and make it here, they might, but they may not be able to drop what they're doing. Other lives are at stake. In the meantime, you don't have to kill either one of them. Arlen will obviously be much easier to apprehend than Russell. But, no offense. But,
I've used all my spells yet.
Neither have I.
if you find out what they're
Much
attempting to
weaker
do,
spells.
please let me know, because if it's too dangerous, we may have to get the wizards involved to hold them.
Understood.
In the meantime, I'll give you the same advice that I gave Arlen. It will probably be less effective with Arlen. Couple things to keep in mind with these beings. This is a shadow inside of Arlen's head, which means the original and it cannot communicate. So Arlen knows what Arlen knows. The original knows what the original knows.
Okay.
So, unless now the shadow can just take control of Arlen's body and just tell Russell while Russell's completely unaware that he's being told something, and they can solve that problem fairly easily. But right now, it may not be aware of who's on what. With that said, be careful around them. What information you share, and general idea. Best way to deal with this is to make sure that they realize that they're not alone. Because that's exactly what this creature wants.
Understood. I'm going to send my other friends here to me, so I don't need to ask Arlen to cast non-detection.
That's fine. And the spell itself usually lasts for 8 hours, so as long as you get the here shortly.
Okay.
That's sweet. Bayor has already done what Fort Hill has said is the best thing, and let Russell know he's not alone.
Yeah.
Friends. Sorry for what I gotta do.
Which will exactly destroy that.
If you
Arlen's not wearing the goggles when we get back up.
I am your friend. You are not alone.
Okay,
You'll be
I'm
okay.
leaving.
Wait.
I'm just gonna leave. We're experiencing new emotions. So he told you to do the same thing that I was told to do with Russell.
Yes.
Okay, so I am bad now.
You are not bad. You are still you.
Nope.
No, you are
So-
still you, but there needs to be
Okay.
stratification of separation of knowledge there.
I will amend. So there is a bad thing in me now.
That's yes.
Okay. So all of the things he said about Russell apply to me.
Not all of them. It is not taking over you yet, as far as I know.
It would be best if you probably just left and stayed away. Is what you hear him say at the end of that statement.
I don't know if I can safely do that.
I don't remember what I just said.
I don't either.
Well,
I've
Well,
been
I think
told
you were
I can't
basically
do
just
that.
saying-
the layer of
Yeah.
knowledge there is that we're not telling you.
That response would not have made sense based on what you just said.
Right. You can't safely what?
I've been told I can't leave.
Who's asking to leave?
Arlen responds, Felix told me not to leave.
I'm good. Don't leave.
I don't.
You hear a response. You probably should go.
Well, I suppose it's good to know your feelings on it. I will consider them.
Why don't we get you back to the tower?
I think I would like to go for a walk first.
Like a pensive, solitary walk, or like a social stroll?
I have gotten a lot of new and upsetting information.
Terrible time to be alone. Let's go.
I was thinking the opposite, actually.
Oh. You see, what people do is that they like to be around others to share pain and bad news.
You are being very confusing right now.
Not as confusing as you.
Is that a joke?
No.
I would like some time to speak or to think. If you would like, I can say I will be back within the hour.
Is that the truth?
I don't know. I don't think Arlen knows. I think it's like a...
No, do you intend to be back in an hour?
I don't know.
Okay, roll me an insight check.
It's just like, I need to be fucking alone.
Right now, yes.
Okay.
But... I don't know if you like get the way that I'm interpreting it as like a Rooney's telling me to stay away from him.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna go think about it. Maybe find someone else to talk. And then just
Okay.
maybe move back. I'm not gonna like leave. I might move back into my old house.
Gotcha.
I gotta
Good
move
time for
back
Russell
in
about it.
your old house.
No, I'm never talking to Russell again.
No.
I got a 17.
Okay. You sense there's uncertainty in in Arlen's answer, but you mostly trust it.
Alright, I'll see you in a little bit.
You have a sending stone.
Yes.
Will you hold on to this for me? And I'll hand you the goggles.
Now you're a little more worried.
I'm gonna put them on and frown.
I agree.
These were a gift. You can hold on to those. They're yours. I just thought it'd be nice.
I need to be my old self for a moment. You will not be offended.
No, that's okay.
I will keep them, but
It's like put them in your backpack or something. You don't need to give them back. It hurts my feelings a little bit. If you don't wear them, that's fine. If you give them back,
okay. I apologize.
it's okay.
Arlen's like thinking of all of the things they've given back now. Within the hour. And they're just gonna do a 180 turn and just walk in a direction.
I'm going to take off as quickly as I can to find the others and side wrestle and get to the church.
Alone.
You know what you did.
Yeah. I mean, he doesn't really remember the specifics of the beginning, but he knows he fucked up.
When did
Um,
you touch the coin?
When I took his money, I wasn't careful enough when I just dumped it out.
Well, also at the time,
No,
I don't
that's
think
fine.
I don't think Arlen realized how this happens.
No,
Right.
it's a
And then
scenario
I got
that
there and he was like, "Don't touch it."
right.
I mean, he wasn't
Great.
seeing it as like they touched it already, so there was no like.
No, that's fine. I was just trying to understand the mundane, albeit incredibly important moment that's now. Do we know what session that was? And make it a number so I can go
Last
read?
session.
Last
That
time.
was last session.
Oh, it was
33.
just last session. Okay, thank you.
Downtime.
Good memory.
And no,
That I don't remember.
Rooney will now be wearing gloves when handling
notes.
coins.
Yeah.
What?
Rooney will now be wearing gloves when handling coins.
Keep his fingerprints off at the very least. Alright, you find these two. We'll have that conversation and then,
Yep.
You know what? Actually, let's go to break. It's 9:30.
But downtime.
You're gonna try to exercise the demons.
Oh, we're talking big.
I actually kind of just wanted to blow y'all's mind, and like that whole conversation with Fort Hill never happened. That was just all in your head. But and Rudy is completely unaware of what's going on. But we're not gonna do that
Who's
because
Arlen?
Arlen's just silent for 2.5 minutes, and you're like,
y'all are wrapping up your conversation, and you see a very describe yourself, Rooney, touching down at high speed.
We need to get to the church now.
For what?
You gotta listen on your
Private
mind.
conversation, and we need to meet Arlen back there.
Should we get Russell?
No,
Everything okay?
no.
Okay.
There's a non-detection spell cast at the church that Father Fort Hill's provided for us.
Oh.
Serious. Okay, let's go.
How many days do they court again?
12, 13, I don't know. Give or take. Roughly 2 weeks, a little short of that.
Okay.
So-
Lead the way, dear boy. Can you fly?
Let's run quickly.
Okay. I'm gonna fly. I'm not gonna.
I can turn invisible. I can't.
go invisible your way there.
I'll stick with it.
No, thank you.
I mean, I'm gonna move. I'm just not. My legs aren't gonna touch the ground. I'm sorry, my feet. If Oliver was here, he'd be like, "Don't touch the ground."
It's the face that sold it. She'll start walking towards the church. You gonna tell us what this is about, or we're just gonna have to wait
Not
until?
until we're there.
How do we know we're not being followed?
We don't, but we'll be in the closed room.
Understood.
You said Arlen will meet us there.
Are they being followed?
Arlen should
You
meet
wanna
us
go?
there after.
When is this in the downtime? Last day?
Yeah, we'll say that.
Russell would have done this. Because I talked to Arlen.
Let's just make it. Roll me a general, like a perception check. Let's just see if you are in the area when this is happening, and it's gonna be based on what you roll. Perception check.
Uh, 18.
Okay. Yeah. You see, you're not close enough to hear what they're talking about, what they're going over, but you do see the three of them talking and then start putting off in a direction.
His instinct is to not. Because he doesn't trust him. So I'm gonna go with that.
Okay. Any conversations on y'all's way?
Not if you told us
Not
not
to
to.
be.
Sure.
Yeah.
We'll wait till Adrian returns.
Plus, I know I'd bug the session out because I fucked up the stealth, and then they'd be like, and then it would just be a conversation of like, why can't you follow?
It'd be fine.
Just stuck in the street for another 25 minutes trying to explain why I'm not allowed to do it without saying it.
You went to the office. Fort Hill's there. All right. Before we begin, have any of you touched any strange objects that look like coins?
No.
Best I'm gonna get.
Okay. So, Arlen approached me today and believes that they had seen a coin that Russell had that looked just like, well, very, very similar to the one that Matthias had.
What?
Yes, exactly. Now, Arlen sent me here.
Context.
Arlen came here with me to say that they were worried that something was inside of Russell, being what we're all as familiar as probably inside of Russell. However, Arlen is somewhat compromised as well because they've touched that coin.
What?
But it's only one coin. So, in theory,
Yeah, so the first step of possession is a shadow enters their mind that can influence them directly and indirectly. Once you succumb to it, it can take full possession of your body. Once it does that, the rest of the shadows kind of, from what we understand, go away. However, until that happens, the shadows are working to convince at least one of the subjects to do what he wants.
So, right now we have 2 compromised members of the retreat.
It is what it looks like.
How do we uncompromise them?
Rehabilitation?
How do you rehabilitate exorcising an angel?
Usually takes the work of one of the swords.
who's on their way.
Yes, they're on the way. It's gonna
We
be-
have access to magic. They're here. Teleport them here.
Magic can't solve everything.
Well, not
That's
only that, but
I mean,
Here we go. It's minty fresh bread.
sadly,
That's not proof of anything.
That's great. Now teleport.
okay.
not only that, but teleportation doesn't really live within the realm of the divine.
Yeah, I know. You have to call your friends.
Well, that's the thing. If we get the mages involved,
Well, how do we know Arlen is compromised for sure?
Because you touched the coin. Is that what I heard?
yeah, if you touched the coin, admitted to it, and was under the impression they were showing me something that wasn't there.
They also, after our conversation, began responding to things I said in not very ardent way. I'm not going to say a strange way, because
You'd be correct not to.
but a not very ardent way.
Well, where's Arlen now?
They said they needed to walk and think on things because they received some very bad news in there.
Who has the coin?
Either Arlen or Russell.
So either one of them is just gonna be passing the coin around, affecting anybody.
Could be, but the larger the footprint, the more.
The weaker, though.
Well, it's not necessarily the weaker, because the most dangerous
More-
thing is the being able to convince and trick, and it's
More
more just
noticeable it becomes.
yeah. The more people that are experiencing that, and like I said, they can't communicate to each other because they're two separate entities. Imagine if like you knew the spell simulacrum, but y'all weren't together.
One day.
Well, we can't make them feel isolated, so we
But they're
act like
both alone.
everything's fine.
Right, and they're both alone right now.
I felt like it was more urgent for me to convey this than it was to be concerned about.
I'm not saying what you did was wrong.
No,
Not in the slightest. I think you
I
actually
look
did the
at
right move.
I'm justifying it because I'm scared.
what are you scared about?
No, you need to.
No, I think it's
No,
wise
it's-
to be a little.
No, that's what I was saying.
No.
But
So far to put it on, like I don't know.
what are the odds that either of them would believe us if we were to tell them that they were possessed? I believe Arlen is the one that's got a most stable head on their shoulders.
Well, Arlen knows that they've been,
Compromised?
yes.
So
Are
then,
they willing to come?
You gotta realize something. If you engage them directly, they can see anything or hear anything. Your mouth might be moving, but different sounds come out.
Oh no.
Feel like a bad dub.
Oh no,
Yeah, they have that perception.
Yeah,
I get that.
so
I get it. I'm just trying.
No. We have to get him.
that's a little extreme, I think.
The only person we will know instantaneously if something isn't being done a certain way. We all know how our friend acts. He doesn't know how he acts, but we all can find it pretty predictable.
I believe all of us should know.
Well, what I'm talking about is we will know instantaneously if he is off in any way. So if we bring him in, he actually wouldn't be a very good asset because we would know instantaneously if he says something he shouldn't.
He'll say anything. He says any and everything. There's no.
Yes, but when it makes sense, that's when we know something will be wrong.
Well, I guess.
Look, there's stories of people overcoming the thing inside of them. The Fallen like to destroy records of themselves, so it's far and few between. But trust me, this thing is going to work on separating itself from y'all. It's going to work very hard to do that because you're in a room alone, talking to a bunch of imaginary friends that don't exist. There's no one to watch and tell you that you're fucked up.
So from this point, the next time we see them on, it would probably be better if they were not alone.
I agree. Actually, it'd probably be better if we, partnered up in terms
And
of...
spent them.
Also, where did this coin come from?
What do you mean? You mean like the origin story of the coins?
No. Where did Russell get the coins?
Russell, how many coins does he touch?
I mean,
The first thing you saw him do ever was collect things off the ground.
he is the scavenger.
He's a bird.
I'm supposed. The question I'm asking is, who would have had this coin before him? And she's like racking her brain for all the things that they've come across.
Well, that's a good question.
It
because
really
that-
could have been anywhere. He could have been paid with it. He could have stolen it. He could have
Is it a?
found it on the
Don't
ground.
pull out just a regular coin. It could be just this, a gold piece.
It looks like this.
Little
Pulling a
bit,
coin out of his pocket.
Bernie, no! Get him!
Audio cast smite. No.
Bear is going to study that so he can do the... I'm assuming, are you doing minor illusion or are you doing prestidigitation?
Prestidigitation.
So yeah, he's taking a look at it too, so in case he needs to say, it looks like this.
Sword's on its way.
How fast?
Obvious, wherever they're at, from what I understand, it's going to be about 2 weeks. We want to get the mages involved if we can, but they're going to have the shoot now, ask questions later approach.
What do we determine is the worst case scenario here?
Well, that's what your guys are going to be here to do, is to prevent that. Stop them from doing whatever they want. Like, whatever they're planning to do. Apparently, there is a plan that involves the spell knock. They need to intervene with against.
That just opens locks.
No.
I mean, which is because I would assume your little feather friend can just do that.
Well, yeah.
Why
It's
would
gotta
they
be
need-
magical.
No, it doesn't have to be a magical lock, but I like where you're thinking is going because it can suppress magical locks for a certain amount of time.
That's what I'm saying. If it were a standard lock,
Yeah.
he wouldn't bother me with.
Could you give him the spell knock?
No,
Okay.
I have a scroll of it here.
Did he copy this roll? Or
I
does
think
he have
he's,
that in his possession?
I think
No.
he's going to get it regardless, even if Rooney said he lost it. So, taking away that ability is not bad, but he may even go to more extreme means to get the next one.
He held the knife to a teenager's throat.
You just
Wait.
Okay, go back. Strong arm robbery that you were a part of? Did anybody see
He didn't
you?
tell me what was going on. Yes, everyone saw me.
And you just went with it, and you didn't tell us.
Don't worry, this will count as your confessional for this week.
Rudy,
It's irresponsible. Like, it's so irresponsible.
He's a child.
The kid shit himself. He's not going to tell anyone.
Did you press digitate him?
Yes.
Well, then we're fine.
Well, great. You cleaned up a square cubic foot.
Don't knock presents.
I believe we have more serious things to discuss, guys.
Okay, you say the worst thing they can do is whatever they want. What can an Arlen and a Russell do?
I think Arlen is the afterthought. No offense to Arlen.
That's fine.
Russell's probably going to try to gain access to something that they're not supposed to gain access to.
Okay, then where would an angel want to go? Are the coins here?
No.
Okay. What would they bring to the Accords that Russell would want, or that an angel would want to get their hands on? A flame, some kind of dark power, some kind of wish spell?
If they have the intel,
Russell could buy a souvenir.
I mean, if they have the intel that something's being traded, maybe.
How do we get that information? Is treasure brought here? Do people make deals here?
Yeah, this is where the leaders of several realms and nations come to meet.
They come and meet, but that doesn't mean deals are going.
I'm sure they are back
And
door
boys,
dealing with
trade.
the stuff that's happening.
Then okay, if
Just
there's a
maybe you just agreed to help him with it, and then at the very last moment stop it once you figure out what's going on.
how do we know?
Oh, they were wanted felons.
Well, hold up, no.
Nothing's changed.
We stop him
How the
before.
court will corroborate.
I mean, it depends on how this goes down. If you go murdering people, you don't know.
Right.
You're wrong.
Well, we
But if,
Right there
we're
would
found,
be
if we're found somewhere we're not supposed to be,
correct. If you're doing this and you say you're on a mission from the church, I will corroborate that.
thanks.
Because we have rules.
Do you swear to God on that?
I don't have to because that's how it works. I don't have to swear because I'm always honest.
Did you tell
It
Arlen?
counts.
Oh, religion.
you just fucking
Don't get me wrong. We all sin. Little white lies in there, but trust me. Not here. Not now.
Yeah, don't higher than mighty me.
Well, I suppose we could trust Arlen to be Arlen. They don't seem to know.
How to not be Arlen?
Yeah. Though I'm sure that they're going through probably a crisis of faith or identity, whatever you would call it.
I'd say it's identity. Arlen doesn't believe in anything.
Somebody should
Yeah,
go
this
talk
is-
to them.
this
I mean, they've actually said that.
Somebody should go talk
They
to
said
them.
they're going to be back here, which I don't know is true. But how long is it?
Can we put a bell on him? Like something.
No, we'll say. It takes about
Your little dog.
30
Chow or
minutes.
something.
If you're flying, that's
No, Alan. Is that the money? Yes, it is. Is that an axe or a raincoat or whatever?
Hey, ball.
We'll say 40 minutes.
So Arlen will be back here in like 12.
They said they were going to be gone for an hour.
Yes.
Hilariously enough, they're probably counting the minutes. Okay, so we go along with the plan. We help Russell do whatever he needs to do. He's not going to divulge too many details because I've already inquired with him about that.
So we just have to pretend as though this didn't happen.
Yes.
Yes. And pair off and stick with them.
Well, so that means you two will hang out with Russell, and then our former employee of the city and myself will need to hang around Arlen. Unless you think Arlen trusts you more. And then you can hang out with Arlen, and I can hang out with Russell.
They did give me this.
Oh. What is that?
It's their other rock. It's for sending messages.
Oh, so they just give you a friendship stone. Something like says friends on it or something. Okay.
I did have plans of take at least, however, one way or another, is going to find its way into the Accords. I was going to take him with me
You betcha.
tomorrow in order to supervise him. I have a date. So,
Who?
Demetrius?
So you're going to bring Oliver on a date.
No, he's
You're saying a date to the
Protection.
Accords.
I mean, if you're willing to handle this is going to be a cakewalk.
you're not lying. So
So you like your valet? That's
that's a good idea. Yeah,
Oliver is your valet.
Hmm?
Oliver is your valet.
sure.
I would have gone with some.
I mean,
more-
otherwise, we leave him unattended at our treehouse.
No, he would break into the Accord with his family, who's going to serendipitously be here.
It's funny how fair it looks.
And you know what? I'm willing to make
I what
sacrifice
do
to
you
make sure
want?
that doesn't happen.
Okay, so never speak of this ever again, unless we're in a room in which we know no one will ever know.
I would not ask one of them to. I would not ask Arlen to cast my protection. I would speak Father for help.
Yeah, I've got this nifty item. It only cost me like 10 gold.
Just fucking.
You hear a
The shot heard around the world.
If we had to guess, how long do you think he's been compromised?
How long has he been compromised?
He was acting strangely to me as far back as Third Eye, but I don't know about before that.
So his brain's practically mush.
I don't think it's his brain. I think it's his soul. Nice. That sounded good. He just.
Didn't feel good at the time, but now it's like kind of spreading. It's good.
Yeah, no. He's as sharp as ever, but he's just a little conflicted.
Yeah.
Is there ever an instance where this entity takes over completely?
Mm-hmm.
We can be 100% sure if I look into his eyes.
The last time you did that, you
I was
Lost
fine.
consciousness.
Just yeah, I was okay. I just
Wait, when was that?
and revealed yourself to. If they know you know,
No, yeah,
and you're unconscious,
it's true.
you're gonna get stabbed.
That was not fun.
When,
It was a little
when
fun.
was it? When was it that you?
Matthias,
So it could have been as far back as that.
we had a conversation with him outside. Matthias walked out when we were talking with all of his foot soldiers, and he just said, "Hey, what's up?" And I go, "Arr," and then
It could have been. That's just the first time I noticed him acting strange.
right. But it's not Matthias's. It's not that one. It's the wrong coin because they have that coin, right?
So maybe as far back as that.
How do they beat it? How does the person beat it?
They're going to have to overcome. One, they're going to have to really want to. It's kind of tricky to do that when something's in there manipulating you. Basically, there's going to come a do or die moment when the thing just decides your use is done through influence and it wants to take complete control of you. You have a moment. If you fell, you fell.
Okay.
Let's just hope they don't keep accepting help from the thing, because the more they do, the harder that moment gets.
Russell.
Well, like it cuts to Russell. What should I have for dinner tonight? I think you should.
He's got like a second case running out.
Raw oats. You need to stay limber.
Pecking a fucking bag.
not actually a bird, a horse.
You are whatever it wants you to believe you are.
Your Highness.
I wouldn't trust either of them with anything really important,
Okay.
especially something that they can use against you.
You see Bayor turn blue, and he's like, "What?"
What?
In the back
What
of
do you
your
mean,
mind,
what?
you're
I have asked Russell to protect Decker in case of my absence.
Hurtful, but I understand.
Yeah, I would. If anybody moves against Russell, it probably should not be you.
Hurtful. Wait a minute. You mean not choosing you?
Okay, guys, let's just focus on the goal.
No, we need to air this out.
He's right. There are more important.
We'll talk about this later. You are a very good friend.
Anyway,
I mean, if it makes you feel any better, he didn't ask me.
Are you fucking serious?
I wonder why. It's fine.
Detective Decker is probably in real danger because that's going to be another step
Inspiration. That's funny as hell.
in isolating himself from the group. Because if he kills Decker, what's how that's going to go?
Say that one more time. If he kills Decker, how's it going to go? What'd you say before that?
That's going to be the next step to isolating him from the group. If he kills one of the people you love.
I need to go and check on someone real quick.
That's fair. Would you like to wait
so much harder to get away with this.
Yeah.
Hey, they even told you not to tell anybody.
Yeah, well.
No, we can wait a few minutes.
And then we'll stick with Arlen when Arlen gets here, and
Yeah.
when you encounter Russell, stick to Russell.
So right after they all left, Russell was on his way to Decker.
I was gonna say if that's the so what of this downtime is like
Now we know who did it. Oh. Alright. You eat in the corner as his critical one stealth check fails. Hiccup. Alright. You're going to Deckers?
well, I'm waiting for Arlen to get back.
Go to Decker's. We'll keep an eye out for Arlen.
Okay.
That's just me flying off.
No, I know. Oh.
Okay, I'm going to go to Decker's place.
Opens the door.
For the sake of fun,
Hmm?
and also because nobody's around, Russell doesn't know what else to do. He's across the street from our place of doing.
Roll me a stealth check.
What time of day is it? Is it daytime?
Yeah, I'll say it's daytime. This feels like something y'all would be having a conversation
25.
with.
Did I get my feet? Has it been enough downtime? So I don't have observant yet.
No.
25.
Okay.
My passive is a 16.
You tell me, is Bayor void enough to be looking around when he flies in?
Yeah, oh yeah.
I mean, I feel like that's valid. Whether or not you'll see that, I don't know.
I gotta roll a 19. 10. Eye on the prize.
See Bayor land. Knock on the door.
He'll like, hey, can we talk inside?
Come on in.
Yeah, cool.
See any worms around here?
There's seeing little trails of goo.
You look nervous.
Yep. I asked Russell to do something, and I need to amend that.
Well, then you probably should go to Russell and ask him not to do it.
Yeah, but I'm gonna tell you. If you see him, you need to go the other way.
Like, what?
If you see Russell, I need you to get away.
That's disturbing because I have a feeling I'm not going to see Russell.
I understand that. In the off chance, because you are very capable and confident.
Maybe we start at the beginning and you tell me why, what's going on.
Even if you see him, you won't see him.
Yeah. He may be compromised. Okay.
And
So-
am I in some sort of danger because of that?
You might be.
Is this just you being overprotective with the whole morbid shit?
No. New information has been gathered that I need to keep to myself to protect you, but just be on your guard.
Okay. So look out for a potentially homicidal bud that can hide from most people's eyesight?
Yep.
Okay.
I would say
Do you
this.
have a way for me to do that? Some sort of divination magic that I can use to locate him?
Nope.
Yeah.
But actually, I do know what you can do.
Okay.
If you have a way to aim this, right? This magic, and it doesn't work, like something very simple and cheap to do, and it doesn't work, run.
Sadly, I don't have any, I don't do spells.
I know, but maybe something at work can help you out, or a mage friend who you may have helped in the past.
Okay.
Potentially something that may give you some more protection while you walk around normally, but it doesn't look like it, right?
I'll wear some armor underneath the clothes.
That would be good. Maybe have a twin sister and just come
You
in.
suddenly have a twin sister.
With magic, you can make it appear as though you are someone else or somewhere else. Or
We'll go back to I don't know how to use
back
magic.
to the murder scene. Somebody's just trying to murder me. This is the murder.
there you go.
Okay. Like, is he gonna hurt other people? Then we need to arrest him?
No, I don't think anybody.
So just specifically me.
I'm making an assumption based on him being asked to do this and him needing to be isolated from us. And you're one of the few of us who has a stake in our group. If you were not important to me, you would not be important to this.
Oh, that's sweet.
He's like, yeah.
It's the wrong takeaway.
I mean, it is sweet. I was just like, it's kind of unnerving and at the moment. I
Then
thought y'all were friends. What happened?
sometimes
Get obsessed by the devil.
you drift apart. No, I'm not gonna say that because that's not what's happening.
Like, that's the worst way to
Yeah, no, I know.
That's like Russell's being a
Okay, so you
dick.
misunderstood the whole mission. Excellent.
No, he's been compromised by something that you've seen before.
Are we gonna play 20 questions?
No,
You gonna
No.
tell me?
I think it is something similar to when Matthias was around, but I do not know for sure. But I'm acting like it because it was a very precarious situation.
So we're not sure that he's been compromised by a fallen angel.
I don't know, 100%.
Are you trying to lie?
He does not technically know 100%.
Are you trying to mislead? Better question.
Maybe.
Okay. Roll me a deception check.
Nobody can know. Every named character will know.
She rolled an 11.
A 4.
Shouldn't we?
Yes, that's it. Wait, no, damn it.
Yeah.
You tricked me.
I feel like we should just take this to the wizards and have them deal with the wrestle.
When you say deal with Russell, I don't think it would be dealt with in the way that any of us want.
I'm confused.
I don't want
tell-
Russell hurt, but I don't want you hurt either.
Okay. Earlier conversation made it to believe that. Okay. I can't make any promises. If he starts doing stuff, my job is to protect the city.
If the thing in him finds out, a lot more people are going to be in danger. Can't you just go to your mother's for a couple of weeks? Pack your bag. She's over in Mirabar or wherever.
I'll think on it. But, no, seriously, if he's going to start harming people, it's my job to protect them.
I get it. It's my job to protect the people I care about too.
So, does he know that you know?
No.
And you're just keeping an eye on him?
I'll let you know if it becomes a problem. I'm gonna be stuck to his hip, his wing, worm foot.
Birds have hips.
That's
I'm just imagining.
That's our
Russell
fun
as,
fact.
like just eldritch horror looking out her space.
You are imagining correctly.
And depending on how this roll goes in the future, it might be true.
Every time I've been saying words, it's really just been.
And y'all have just interpreted it differently.
yeah.
Because
Like,
you all
doesn't
have
have a voice of its own. Just every time he talks, it's words spliced together from different people. Worms for feet, wears a robe, can't see his eyes.
Human hands, human teeth. Yeah.
And we're all accepting this.
Russell is a nightmare, and everybody's just accepted him.
Well, he's just a little guy.
Oh my God.
Power.
Have you seen the bird and or the boy and the heron? The something
Yeah.
with heron. That's what I imagine every time
Wait,
you all talk about
what?
this.
The boy and the
I'm
heron.
That's the Miyazaki movie?
Yeah, the new one.
I have not seen that.
Oh, okay.
I'm not seeing it either. Is it any good?
It's supposed to be very good.
It is one that I
Isn't that one he actually
probably need to watch
finally
again.
won an
fully
award for
appreciate.
or something?
Maybe. I know Robert Pattinson's the heron.
Upsetting.
Oh yeah.
Really good. Really good job on this.
Oh god.
What is it?
The worst. That's not.
Is that the one where he's got
worst
the
picture.
nose?
Yeah.
No,
Oh,
but it's
that's
from
not
the
picture.
wrong angle. I couldn't find
Sure.
the really bad one.
Mm-hmm.
There's one where he's got a nose.
That's about right.
Yeah.
So that is under an awning across the street, just
How could anybody miss him? Someone's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, sir."
yeah, and only sometimes some people can perceive him. Hello, I am a nightmare.
When they fully perceive him, their hair goes white.
Was it a Stephen King short story? Longer than you think, Dad. Longer than you think.
Ooh.
Alright.
So seriously, no, can you go to your relatives outside of the city for a little while?
The accords are happening. I can't just up and go.
You're a detective.
Rude?
No, and I'm not saying that you have to be there to detect. You detect what happens afterwards.
What part of the cord? I'm here. We're gonna be doing shit duties like
I'm ground
escorting
controls,
people.
you know.
Just don't let them out of your sight. They'll be fine. I
Do
mean,
you think I could borrow something that lets me see what's real and what isn't? And invisibility?
I do not have that.
I need to get ready to fix that lantern. Okay.
I don't know if I should be saying good luck to me or you, but
If this is what it means to...
if you say something morbid, sad, or depressing,
then I'm gonna stop talking.
yes. You're learning. We'll get to it. Together. Or, you know.
You both do?
In the window. Okay. Well, just be careful. I'll be watching. Maybe you should stay at the reprieve.
Is Russell staying at the reprieve?
Yeah, but if we're all there, what's he gonna do?
Kill me in my sleep?
I don't sleep, you know that.
You do.
I don't know about it. He just drifts off and he's like, "Ah, I'm awake again." Like, what happened to time? He doesn't understand the concept. Okay. Then, is there a
With
safe
your
house?
new
Yeah.
magic thing, have you learned the spell Alarm?
No, maybe. I don't know. Let me look.
Maybe you could set it around the house for me and I could hear if somebody tries to enter?
Maybe. Let me take a
which sadly you'll watch him do. But
I don't, but maybe I can learn it.
all right, we'll figure it out.
Okay.
I'll see if I can come up with some defenses.
Yeah.
Forewarned is forearmed.
Well spoke. Again.
All right.
Thanks.
Anything else?
No.
You good? You see
Same.
Bayor leave.
He'll come out and he's gonna be smoking his pipe.
So, body language going in, length of the visit, body language coming out. Russell wants to get an idea of maybe what the nature of the visit.
Going in, you could probably
He was
guess brush, kind of like telling something important. Going out, you'd have to describe how you feel. I don't know. It's a short conversation. Maybe at most 10-ish minutes.
.23 insight.
He's smoking his pipe. He's in deep thought. He doesn't look nervous because he's not really. He understands everyone around him is very capable, but he's more. In his recent cockiness, there's been a little bit of like, how do I do something? Right? Like, how do I solve X equation? You've seen him look like this before. So.
Next day, Fix comes in. What's with all the long faces? No, but anyway, we're gonna go ahead. It's a little early for tonight, but I think you have an early night anyway. I mean, an early morning.
I'm ready to
And-
go forever.
We
We're
only
hooked.
have 30 minutes left before 11. So,
I mean, you don't have to start the adventure, but we can at least have the conversation with Fix if you think it could take 30 minutes.
that depends on how far this goes, but we can do that.
Up to you.
So, next morning, I'm assuming you're probably waiting at the reprieve because you knew he was coming every day or every few days. Anybody else at the reprieve? You were told by Dax the same thing.
Yeah. Flesh?
Did you come back to the reprieve?
Mhm.
Okay. Never showed up at the church. They went straight to the reprieve.
That is partially on my bad, and I misunderstood our conversation, but we're gonna stick with it.
So y'all sit there for like 30 minutes. I don't know if any minor panic ensues or not.
They're just
I would have
downstairs.
sent I would have used a sending stone at some point.
Okay. You're just sending, asking where you're at.
The reprieve? I thought we were to meet here.
Then we'll go back.
Okay. So next morning comes around, y'all meet up. Knock knock. Who's at the reprieve this morning?
Russell will be up. Next room.
Okay, so he'll Fix will knock on the door, let himself in.
Isn't the champion of summer?
Nice, y'all back. How'd it go?
Long
I
time.
heard y'all went to go vampires. Hey! Remember that time I stabbed you? I'm sorry.
No, you're not.
Sorry.
Hey, it's all good. You gotta learn somehow.
Oh,
How you been? You see
We're
your
good.
sisters while you're in town?
I have seen my sister. Thank you for taking care of me.
It's a
Yeah,
good
thank
color
for
on you,
taking
you know.
care of me.
Mm-hmm.
So, got a fun job. I hear y'all doing jobs. Job down.
Where we find time appropriate and if the need is right.
You know, time won't be an issue because made a deal with Miss the Queen. She's gonna let us into the Fey realm and back out in like probably an hour will pass.
Rooney, didn't you tell me very specifically don't do that? Don't go in there?
This is by invitation.
I was invited last time
Yeah,
too.
because the last time I ended up married or something.
Russell comes out on the ceiling, holding his little bell. Titania?
Yeah, that's the queen.
Does she need some?
I need something, and she's willing to help me out since I'm working for her, and she needs me back at the Accords, and they're a little bit earlier to prepare, so quick jaunt into the Feywild. I don't know how quick it's going to be, but it's going to feel quick when we come back out on that.
Okay. And what are you offering?
Well, it is a treasure hunt. I'm looking for a tapestry. I take the tapestry, y'all get the rest of the treasure. Split amongst yourself.
What kind of treasure are we anticipating? Is this in the Fey? Sorry.
No, yeah, it's 100% in the Feywild.
Is it in the Court of Summer?
Can he?
Partially the Court of Summer. That's where we're going to start. At some point, we're going to cross into the Wild Feywild.
Are we gonna remember this?
I mean, yes. The odds that all of us, well, I'm immune to it. The odds of all of us forgetting is going to be very. So I can explain to you afterwards if you want. But
Bro, do you know what the Feywild is?
you're new.
Yeah, they are.
When did you acquire that?
Okay. No,
What?
you need to.
Meat.
Them. Arlen.
A few weeks ago.
Looks like a bone.
Yeah. Well, I think like a demon. That
Ivy.
looks
Could be
gonna be
ivory.
Anyway, pleasure to meet you. You don't look like you're made of meat, but we'll go with that.
That's correct.
That is so clearly not what I meant.
What's this tapestry?
Actually, oh, it's something that's gonna let me get into a place that I really want to get into.
Where you want to go?
My grandfather used to tell me stories of a land in the Feywild.
Okay. Oh, wait. Somewhere in the Feywild?
Mhm.
Is it like some Elysium paradise place that you just want to go and chill?
I honestly don't know the full thing. He just asked me to get it, and that was part of the price of becoming the Summer Knight.
Your grandfather asked you to get it.
Who is your granddad? Sorry, Ren.
I'd rather, I was hoping for some discretion. Just to hire you for a job. Not in danger. No one's gonna. Well, I mean, in a treasure hunt, you might get hurt, but we're not going to hurt
That
you.
sounds dangerous.
This is a way to earn some good favor from Tanya after you guys stole the Summer Flames and gave it to Winter. You didn't really steal
Well,
it, but you
no,
had the
yeah,
option to
I
give it
got
to
a favor.
Winter. Well, true, you're fine, but
Fine.
if you want to spin that favor on that, that's another way to get further out of that debt. But and this is not like a legitimate ask for a favor. I'm talking about favor as she's a little put out that y'all gave the flame to Winter instead of back to the rightful owners, and this is going to help kind of even that up.
Which I am on board with and understand. What should we expect to encounter?
Oh, that's the fun thing.
What's our mode of travel? What's
We're going to be traveling on a ship, so, I mean, sea creatures, fae, possibly air creatures. We're going into some ruins in the jungle, so, I mean, we are in the Feywild, so I wouldn't expect your normal beasts, though. They might be there. You're probably looking at some exotic creatures. Traps once we get to the ruins. Probably need a good team. I've got sailors. That's all they really know how to do is sail. They're not the best at the adventuring.
I mean, everyone's got their, job.
And you need to be back here for the Accords?
And a little bit before, from security.
Okay.
We got a lot of time.
Like I said, we, unless we spend like 15 years in there, time is going to be moving pretty slowly. For every week or so we're in there, it's going to be an hour or two out here. So, at most, I would think, unless we all die, a day.
Does we have?
Not even that, actually. Actually, I did the math out. Probably 5 to 6 hours.
Do we have an eject button? If shit hits the fan, or
in his voice, he was like, "Here, it's not dangerous unless we all die."
No, I said it's like we won't be a danger to you, but there's a reason why I'm hiring you.
Yeah.
There are dangers. I am not going to be the one that hurts you. I'm not luring you into a trap or anything like that.
Inside check.
So
Before.
the payout is some vague notion of treasure.
How much treasure are we talking?
19.
19? Yeah, you believe. Okay. Let's agree on a minimum. You can find treasure. If it doesn't equal the minimum, I'll make it up for you in gold. 1,000 each.
Yeah.
You see Russell's just like, he plops onto the actual floor. Like,
This close to the Accords, there's a lot of money to be made around here. Can we do 1250?
Roll a persuasion against this dude's persuasion. You rolled a 21.
We'll do 23.
Okay.
oh, my back.
Alright. I'll do 1150.
I can't
That's
speak
a
for-
minimum. Whatever
course,
you
of course.
guys find
Yeah.
will be deducted from that price.
I want a favor.
This isn't a formal.
I'm not technically like a fae in the thing that where favors work. And this
No,
is
I'm
for
talking
me.
about from her. If we get Grandpa what he
this
wants.
is her doing me a favor, so
We have a debt that needs to be resolved.
Not to her,
who's the debt with?
Leah.
Yeah, it's not going to help you with that. And that's not a good decision.
No. It was the best decision. It was the only decision.
How about this?
Okay.
Russell turns to the. He goes and grabs a little bit of parchment and starts. Right.
Not relieve the debt, but get it transferred. Get an audience with this person. Transfer this.
There's no way I can promise you that. I mean, winter and summer hates each other. They're not going to negotiate.
I just need an audience. You don't have to negotiate anything.
You want an audience with Leah?
Yeah, I need to transfer his debt to me.
How am I supposed to arrange that?
You get, aunt to talk to other aunt.
She'll be here. We'll discuss it.
All right. There.
Very dysfunctional family. They don't like each other. On rare instances, they'll do what they need to do to protect their realms if it calls for it, if they have a common enemy, but rarely do they ever actually engage in conversations. The Summer Fair, not even, the Sealy Court's not even a part of the Accords that are coming up.
Out of character, Johnny's very worried that Fix is about to dump us in the Feywild, so I'm not at the Accords. In character, I can't speak for all them, but that sounds reasonable to me.
Russell walks over with his note, and on it says,
Please
69. Please kill me. It says 6,900 gold, or the treasure. If it does not equal 6,900 gold, we are paid. That's 1150 times 6.
Okay.
We are paid to match 6,900 gold, subtracting what the treasure is worth.
Yes, the
Please
minimum
read this
you
aloud.
will... Okay, go ahead.
Please read this aloud.
You will make a minimum of 600 and... What was it?
6,900 gold.
6,900 gold. If you take anything from this adventure, that will be deducted from your payment.
I see no reason why we should do this.
You really don't know how money works here.
I would say it's less
I
about
do
money.
not care.
They don't.
I would say it's less about money. It's more about getting us back into not necessarily the good graces, but the even
I mean, technically, that one's not wrong.
Is that
Queen's
a
not
preference?
angry at.
It's not gonna hurt when they're all here.
They.
They,
them.
okay.
They, yeah. Arlen.
Not angry at them.
Also, maybe you'll get to experience something that you won't get to here.
I don't
Feywild
think
is
that's
beautiful.
something I want to do right now.
It's what people do.
Mm-hmm.
I'm less interested in that now. Thank you.
Walks sadly away, like.
So, the rest of you?
I'm on board, but I'd very much
Hey, already with the
like
ship
us to
puns.
get Arlen.
We got a guarantee. I'm a nature
Come on, you look like you
timey
need a-
wimey
100%.
inside joke.
Okay.
Uh, 23.
There's a cockiness and a bravado to it. He does believe
He means it.
Yeah.
but yeah. The cockiness and bravado makes it less stressful.
Arlen, we're not gonna
No.
make you go anywhere, obviously, but since we're so close to the Accords, I wouldn't want to leave this place with just one of us here.
Your company would be appreciated.
It'll be like you never went.
I think
Literally.
it is clear up to now that I'm going to do what everyone else does. I'm simply saying that I don't see why leaving is the better option.
Because it's unwise and daring. We do unwise and daring things.
Should we not change?
I'm good with y'all changing afterwards. I mean, you can look at it like. I mean, this is. Actually, don't look at it like this because this is what this is. This is your job. I ask you to do something and then I pay you to do it.
And hold up. It's not necessarily
Hold the fuck
our job to heal when someone says fetch or whatever.
Well, no, but what I'm saying is people approach you for jobs. Y'all agree if you want to do the job, and then you get paid for the job.
I normally speak to the dog in Abyssal. Okay, sorry, I get my words confused.
Did you need money?
Can you not get it here? We were just told we might die.
Yeah, honestly, we could die any moment.
I mean, $6,900 an hour is not bad.
$1.
Gold an hour is not a bad deal.
It's not an hour though.
Minimum.
Don't. I was gonna say don't
It's
confuse
gonna.
that.
It,
I'm sure it will when we're bruised, broken, and bleeding. In a word, dead.
well, I have the utmost faith that y'all will handle whatever comes up.
You've just
Why
said
I'm-
5 weeks.
If you haven't noticed, I like to exaggerate. Long story short, it's going to feel like no more than 8 hours have passed here.
So 8 weeks.
Potentially, but
Depends on
No, we've gone.
if
we're
we.
gonna be doing a lot of sailing. Sailings are kind of not the quickest way of travel, but
Why do you have to go through a sailing? Just put us there.
so they want works, man.
No, it does not. Well, no one knows how that shit works.
We're
I am a
going into
champion.
the summer's land realm,
for the most part.
and then I don't think they can just jettison us off straight into the middle of the Feywild.
Isn't teleportation a thing in the Feywild?
Can't solve everything with magic.
I'd imagine it's a little wonky, and the Feywild is not always the same. Teleportation, you need to go from point A to point B, and if it's always shifting, point B
No,
might
that's-
be.
Do you have another job lined up? You it's like wanting a dead serious. He's like, where the fuck are you gonna get 6,900 gold?
The concern on your actual face.
Like, why aren't you sharing with us?
He's like, hold the fuck.
No, I have not gone around healing since I met you.
I mean, you have, just not anyone else but us.
Yes, and you have not paid me.
This is true. We have not.
I
I'll
think
pay
it's-
you. 1,100.
The point I am making here is that money is not my
I would like you to go.
It's not
I
I
would
would
like
like
you
you
to
to come with us.
I find it hard to believe you.
I'm being honest. I don't want you to just stay here alone.
Yes, you'd like me to go?
I would like you to come with us on a grand adventure.
Harold's going. Yeah, keep talking, man.
I'm sensing some tension here. Like,
Well, it's not every day that you have a. What does Fix look like?
he looks like a human. Oh, longer, dark hair, starting to curl a little bit. Dressed for the part. He's looking like a swashbuckler.
Not every day we have a
Well, no, you're
plane traveling sailor end up in your living room.
So seize the moment. It's only gonna probably happen once.
Seize the moment.
Carpe
sailing.
diem.
The Elvish?
It's some ancient dialect. It means that.
Neatar?
How long do we have to prepare?
I suppose we just have to go now because we're at the beck and call of summer, winter, fall season.
Hey, I am like, I don't. Obviously, you guys have dealt with winter in the past.
This is what you do. I say jump, you say how high.
Oh my gosh.
Don't get me wrong, I'm in.
And you are gonna.
I could've-
is generous.
He just
So
doesn't preach.
it's just things have been stressful lately, and now you
Yeah.
come at the
Get it?
day that we're actively supposed to be doing things, with the promise that we'll be back in under 8 hours.
I can guarantee you the ruins are going to be dangerous, but maybe the sailing there will be like a little mini vacation, a cruise or something. You never know.
How many diamonds do you have?
Diamonds?
Or how
On
many
me?
diamonds
I don't
will
really
we find?
carry diamonds on me.
No. I'm saying we need some as an insurance policy, if you understand my drift. Because certain things can happen to certain people.
Do you know what will happen if we don't get back in time?
I'll be late for my date.
I'll feed you your guts.
Well, I mean, if we don't get back in time, it'll be probably because we're dead.
They'll take your sisters if we don't get back in time.
Well, that's just rude.
It's not a
So I
threat.
hope you have a fast ship.
Guys, time is not going to prevent us from getting back. Are there bad people there? Maybe. We're in the Feywild.
Yeah.
Are there random dangers there? Yes. Could we get randomly hit by something just
What
like
happens
you out
if we
in the...
get captured?
That's why you're here. That's why you're being hired. What happens if you get captured on your way to some random location on your way back?
We'll be fine.
We've got no other plans.
I have two questions. One, when we get what you want, do we come back immediately? There's a contingent that when you have your hands on what we want, our deal is settled and then we're right back here.
I'm not a Fey, so we don't have to be that specific. I will get you back as quickly as you want you to go back.
Oh, so we just get ripped right out.
No, I'm going to open a portal. So
Okay, so you have to be around for this to work.
Do y'all have ways out of the Feywild? I thought that was understood.
The point is, yes, we
Okay.
do.
Yes?
Yes.
Banishment.
Yes.
We go back to our home plane.
Smart.
I'm making an assumption here. Sorry.
Well, then,
Yes.
I mean, you could use that.
That's what that was.
Now, I will
Our
say,
home plane.
Yes. And
We got-
oh no, Rooney. Oh no.
there will be a point of no return. Once we're in the ruins, I'm going to need you guys to stick with me. But once we're in the ruins, I don't really see us spending much time.
If we are late, the consequence will be worse than death.
Very, very
For
scary.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Tina's
he gets
gonna
it.
skin
Very
my
scary.
Second question.
Not her.
What's the ship's name? That's such a good question.
That's also
I left the Feywild and I forgot.
I say Rudy gets
I'll
it.
tell you
What was
when
my
I-
second question?
Okay.
No. First question was, we get ripped out, right?
Mhm.
The second question was that.
Technically.
What's the ship called?
Bound before.
I,
That's the name of the ship.
how about y'all help me name it?
Okay.
I say Rudy names it.
That's
You have a child imagination.
You can do that.
I might need a few minutes to think on that one.
Oh.
Partner with our
Inspiration.
Actually,
Inspiration. That was clever.
great. Got it.
So y'all in?
I'm in. Yeah. I just need
You got any
to
prep you
buy
want to do?
something on the way. Shit.
Okay. Y'all more welcome to text me if there's anything y'all want to prepare for this pay, and we'll do that. We're not gonna do any more downtime.
Character, and I'm like, what the fuck is texting?
No, this is the DM telling you guys, so you don't want to do any more downtime. We just go straight into this bad boy.